In the Hideaway Southern Tea, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If it's your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button as well. We back with another edition of Ball and Blunts. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about, we gonna recap the NFL week, right? We gonna do that first. We gonna talk about the two Monday night games tonight, right? And then this NBA opening week, NBA opening day is tomorrow, Tuesday, right? This opening week, we go talk about a few games this week, not the weekend games just yet, right? We gonna say that for the next episode of Bottom Blunts, right? But we gonna get y'all through the week there, right? We gonna talk about the Tuesday games tomorrow, which we did a little bit, right? Talk about Tuesday games a little bit. Few games on Wednesday, right? Which is like the official opening day, right? Only two games on Thursday, and then a couple Friday games I want to highlight y'all about on the back end of the NFL. I mean the NBA week, right? But first things first, man. Let's get into some of these games. Let's get into some. We gonna start with the NFL, right? We gonna get into some of these games. That passed this just week, right? The first game I want to start with. The first game I want to start with. I'm gonna start with the Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. For two reasons. For two reasons. The the first reason being that Jaden Daniels got hurt, right? So I want to talk about that a little bit. This is second time getting hurt this year, if I'm not mistaken. Not really sure if it was a hamstring the first time, right? But just the second time he's been hurt this year. I had the Commanders winning that game. I had the over first, right? First of all, I had the over. The over did hit, right? That was the first bet, right? And then I had the Commanders winning, right? It's like dog or pass, dog kind of bet. Even before Jaden Daniels got hurt, they were losing, right? The Cowboys have looked like Jekyll and Hyde, right? They're 3-3-1. The Washington Commanders are 3-4. They just lost, Jaden Daniels, right? So who knows how healthy, they are, right? Who knows how healthy, they are overall. So not really sure what to be expecting from, the Commanders at this point. Hope Jaden Daniels is all right. You never want to see that. I had a parlay put together, right? I had an A-leg parlay, y'all, like minus 1,000. The last thing I needed was Jaden Daniels to get 200 passing yards. And at like beginning of the third quarter, he had hurt his hamstring. He finished with like 155 or something like that. He was gonna get that shit too, right? So that was a little bit of two, but my money and my pockets aside, right? My money and my pockets aside, right? I hope Jaden Daniels is all right, right? But let's give some credit to the Cowboys real quick, right? The Cowboys defense has pretty much been the butt of, everybody's jokes all year long, you know what I mean? But yesterday, you know what I mean? They came to play, even with Jaden Daniels in the game, right? Jaden Daniels 12 for 22, 156 yards, 7 yards in the attempt, one touchdown, was sacked twice. Right. So they got to Jaden Daniels twice. You know what I mean? He was playing good. He wasn't playing bad, right? But what was more impressive than that was their rushing, right? Crosby, Merritt, right? Crosby Merritt finished with 33. He played the whole game. McNichols had 22 and C-Rod had 20. Only one running back got over the 30, yard mark. Mariota and Jaden Daniels are really the ones that hurt them, you know what I mean, on the ground. Each quarterback had 35 pretty much. Mariota had 34. Jaden Daniels had 35 yards, right? And a touchdown. So Jaden Daniels had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown before he got hurt, right? But they were down in that game at that point, right? So Cowboys were up when he was in the game, right? But they shut, you know, that rushing attack down. And after Jaden Daniels got hurt, it pretty much was all Cowboys. You know what I mean? They got a pick six on defense. DeRon Bland looked like the old DeRon Bland, right? Pre-injury. You know what I mean? So the defense, you know, took some steps forward this week for the Cowboys. So I'm gonna be the first to give them some credit for that because I most definitely, you know, was one of the people, you know, laughing at the jokes, you know, making the Cowboy defense jokes for sure. The offense has looked legit for a minute, right? But their defense leaves a lot to be desired. Defense stepped up yesterday, held the I almost called them the Redskins. Held the Commander to 22 points. I hope Jaden Daniels is all right. The Cowboys at 3-3-1 now, right? So that gives them life in this playoff season, you know, to still make that playoffs. When you look at the outlook of the NFC, they're not too far outside, you know, of where they need to be. That tie may come back to hurt them, right? That tie may come back to hurt them as far as seed, but you know, still got a chance. Dallas that was able to get that good win, division win over the Commanders last week. This following week, this past week, right? Another game I want to talk about is the Rams and the Jaguars, right? The Rams and the Jaguars in London, which kind of felt like a game that will be much closer than it was, right? You know, and if you know the history, right, especially with the Jags playing in London, right? The Jags have played the most games over there in London, right? So they have the best record, of course, right? Most wins. They tend to play better over there, right? Jags 4-2 going into the game. The Rams 4-2 going into the game, right? So, you know, the feel of it, the Jags were only like what -3.5 or something like that. Pretty close game, you know, on paper, odds wise. Rams smoked them. Rams smoked them from the jump. It was only one. The Jags only scored one touchdown, and that was the 34-yard pass to Travis Hunter, which was beautiful. I love that. Pop was good. Those are 34-yard touchdown pass to Travis Hunter. That shit was beautiful. You know what I mean? But yo, I talked about the Commanders and the Cowboys in the first game real quick. Anything you wanna add? I know something you want to add to that, right? So you know, that was the first game that we did. On the second
Other than
game.
that,
Get your thoughts
that,
off. Cowboys 44, Commanders 22.
that was
Jaden Daniels got hurt in the third, but the Cowboys was still up even when he was in the game healthy.
they got they I'm gonna be nice, but yeah, they got their ass whooped.
Yeah.
They got, you know, because the Cowboys was like what with CD Lamb back and Pickens out there. If they can get it together, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if they can get it together, they could be dangerous. If they can get it together. But yeah, that was a whooping. Good old fashioned one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Yeah, it
not
was.
much else. Yeah, good old whooping. It's gonna be hard to guard both you guys out there, man. Like for real. Like you got to come up with a scheme for real now, because you know, as long as Dak ain't afraid to go downfield or just throw the ball, it's gonna be a problem. Take a little bit off the run game. They do what they're doing, running back by committee right now. It's gonna be a little problem for them now with Pickens and CD Lamb, and it's a long NFL season. It's just now getting good, so we're gonna see. But yeah, that's about it with them.
Yeah. And so next game we get into was Rams and Jags. Right. I was just saying how before the game started, this was supposed, this felt like a closer game. You know what I mean? Type deal in London, which is kind of the Jags home stadium at this point, right? They play like 8 games over there versus everybody else, maybe one or two, right? So it kind of felt like it was gonna be closer, you know what I mean, than that. But the Rams pretty much routed, you know what I mean, the Jags. Now, if you're one of them people who's like, well, the Jags ain't nothing anyway, right? But the Jags got the 4-2, right? I think that was just in this sweet spot for me. I was like, you know what? At 4-2, they may be ready to take that next step. They got routed like from the start. Like the score, the score, the score was the score was wide even at the end of the game. And if you watch the game, I think they lost 35-7. And if you really watch the game, like it was terrible offense on the Jazz. Like they couldn't move And all your best offensive player yesterday was a rookie in Travis Hunter. He had the only touchdown for the Jaguars yesterday. The Jags looked anemic, like they looked like the old Jags, right, and not the 4-2 Jags that came into, you know what I mean, the matchup that day. Now, I was one of the people saying all year, man, I don't believe in the Jags, but I actually believe in the Jags last week, and for sure, guess what happened to them? They came out like the same old Jags. You know what I mean? Came out like the same old Jags. So with the Jags, I still don't know what they are right now. They sit at 4-3, but the Rams, though, a team that I do have a bet on, preseason that started. I put this preseason right before the regular season started, them to win the Super Bowl because it looked the odds was good up, just to put a little something on them. They 5-2 right now. They scared me last week, right? They laid an egg. Who did that? The Rams laid an egg against his passing. Matter of fact, let's go check because they really beat the hell out of the Jags, right? So I might as well just take my time and go see.
And they did that without. They did that out.
40,
They did it without Nakua. They did that without Nakua.
without Puka, yeah. The 49ers, right? They laid the egg against the 49ers in the game they should have won. They lost it 26-23, right? I was like, man, they scored 17 on the Ravens last week. The Ravens playing bad this year, but the Ravens defense, at least on paper, right, it was pretty good. So the Ravens woke up, I guess, that week. And then the Rams come and they put it on the Jags. And then they got the Saints next week, right? But this Rams Jags game, the reason I'm talking about it is because going into the week, it was supposed to be a lot closer than it was. Matthew Stafford, 21 for 33, 182 yards, 5 touchdowns, right? So he did most of the damage, really, not even with the yards. He did it like strictly off the touchdowns. The man threw for 5 touchdowns. His leading back, Karen Williams, had 54 yards. The second back, Blake Corum, had 37 yards, right? So they threw the ball 33 times, ran it 24, 25, 26,
Like the
29.
defense dominated.
Trevor Lawrence stats actually don't look bad, but if you saw the game, that sometimes the numbers do lie, and this will be a good depiction of that, right? Trevor Lawrence, 21 for 48, which isn't great, right? But 296 yards, 1 touchdown, average 6 yards a pass. Now, on paper, his numbers wasn't terrible, but the offense was anemic. He got a lot of those yards. Like, y'all know how in the NFL they start running that dime defense that prevent defense, and every quarterback just rip it apart. And he still really couldn't get in the end zone. He missed a lot of throws, you know what I mean? A lot of deep throws, right? He was able to hit the intermediate, but he missed a lot of deep throws to those wide receivers and whatnot. So Trevor Lawrence kind of reverted back, to bad Trevor Lawrence. But man, the Jags going to go. The Jags going to go as far as their offense takes them, and they haven't been doing. They've been real spotty. They've been here and there with it. I say they should get Travis Hunter more involved. And that sound like, bro, he was the only person that could get involved yesterday, right? So I say draw him up some more plays. Shit, why not? Let him get out there. Maybe he spark, get y'all, some energy, some juice. You know what I mean, on offense. But the Rams look good, man. The Rams look good. I think the Rams, with their win, they keep themselves in that Super Bowl contender category right now. But yeah, Paul, what you got on my bad?
Trevor Lawrence let the old man whip his ass. That's what the fuck happened. Real easy. And I'm listening, like the stats that you telling me that Matthew Stafford had. All that means is that they had great field position every time they got the damn ball down there. He ain't have to march down the field. It don't sound like he had to march down the field at all. It sounded like he was getting like a 40 and 50 yard, maybe even a 60-yard field. Like you mean to tell me every time he starts, some of the time he's in your territory? If you give Matthew Stafford that, bro, and the team that they got, he's gonna march. He's gonna march those little 30, 40 yards. He can throw that fucking far easy. It sounded like the defense dominated, and Trevor Lawrence didn't have nothing for it. Like, so I think the MVP should go to either the defense or the defensive coordinator, because the schemes that they had brought up for Trevor Lawrence, he couldn't do shit. 1 touchdown, all them damn 48 passes, you 20 for Bro, that's way less than 50%. You damn near like low 40s, almost 30%. And then you say the numbers that he actually got, those are garbage play numbers, so that's even worse. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the
I
one
told you.
touchdown, the game was well over with. The one touchdown they scored, the game was well over with.
I told you,
It
bro.
was
That man,
well over with.
that nigga, well, I don't know, man. I ain't had no faith in him like that. I knew it. I knew at some point he was gonna revert back to that dude, because I'm like, man, he remember we were talking about how he got the longest grace. He ain't had to be good till this year. Everybody else had to be good 2-3 years ago. He ain't had to be good till this year. And look,
Yeah,
we right. This nigga ain't.
and
Look at
he's
this
still,
shit. Supposed to Matthew Stafford is on his way out. You got to prove that you one of them. You got to at least hang with him. No, that ain't what happened. You got smoked. Real, he didn't have to go for 300 on you. He had 100 and some change with 5 touchdowns. He was dancing around the field and
5
shit.
touchdowns is insane. And he threw, and hey, look, and he threw like 3 of them to Devontae Adams. Old school. That's the crazy part. He threw in the red zone, bro. Them folks had so much symmetry in their red zone. It was like they couldn't. They was
You get
locked. It was like fucking what they call it. It's like they was on the rope in their red zone, bro. Like they was on the line. You know what
you
I mean?
throwing that man. You
Devontae
tell that
Adams got
man,
some juice left in that thing, bro. I ain't know. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect him to do this. What he doing this year? Didn't expect this. Not this
he
Devontae.
gets
I didn't expect him to turn the clock back like that.
Nah, I did. All he needed was somebody to just throw him the fucking ball that can throw the ball.
I thought he might get about 3-4 catches, about 40 yards, 50 yards. That man is out there putting up
Mm-hmm.
number one wide receiver numbers right now. You know what I mean? He putting up wide receiver one number still at what? How old is he? 35,
He
34,
thir-
something like that.
Man, if he doing, man, listen, he
I
can
don't
still
know
hang.
exactly, but I know, he getting up there.
If you're gonna make it easy for him, let's be real. You're gonna make it easy for him. Like you playing 7-on-7 where they was getting the ball at. Playing 7-on-7. Couple runs
Yeah.
here, play action. He 1-on-1 with the safety, and he done gave the safety a move 15 yards out. The safety over there, post right here. By the time the safety get there, come on, man. He know how to get in between the safety and the cornerback. That's his. Come on, man. Situational football with Adams. Nah, man, you trip. And without Nakua too, so I don't know what the hell they was thinking. Like Matthew
Yeah, no
Stafford.
Puka. Yeah, with no Puka, like that make it even more impressive. Like you said, no Puka, right? I was a little worried for them to be honest with you, especially after last week only putting up 17 on the Ravens. But again, the Ravens defense ain't been shit this year, but they supposed to be one of the better ones, right? So when they locked in, pretty much, they also, I guess they just, they came to life against the Rams last week, but the Rams most definitely stood on business, you know what I mean? This week against the Jags, and this was supposed to be a good Jags team, right? They're not bad, 4-3, right? But the Jags were supposed to put up much better fight than they put up. But
They got hurt in
all
this
right,
one,
man,
bro.
I digress, man. Okay,
I'm
so
done.
Philly and Vikings. This game right here was a pretty good game. Like the final score would tell you it was a good game. And if you saw the game, it was a pretty seesaw, back and forth, edge of your seat kind of game. Vikings were 3-2 going into this. Philly was 4-2. Yeah, 3-2 versus 4-2. Philly, right? So both these teams wanted to win this game, right? Philly was just coming off a loss, if I'm not mistaken, in their last game. Let me check that real quick. And then, the Vikings trying to stay above, 500. Philly just got smoked by the Giants. Bingo. So, you know, Philly, I won't say their backs was against the wall at 4-2, right? But they got embarrassed on national TV. You
Yes,
know what
they
I
did.
mean? Last week against the Giants, like in the game where people pretty much had them winning by however much they wanted to, right? So you got smashed by the Giants last week, who
Mm-hmm.
actually got a win, who was supposed to get a win this week, right? But in classic Giants fashion, they blew it. But if you took that plus 7.5, like we talked about, they hit, right? Because they lost by 1. But Giants had a win this week and faltered it. But you know, the Eagles got embarrassed by the Giants last week. The Giants come back and lose this week, so the loss look even worse now. So you got to get this win. But they found a way to pull it out against the Vikings in the good game. I watched this game, you know what I mean? I watched most of this game. I was watching the Tennessee Titans versus the Patriots too, right? But I watched most of this game. Back and forth kind of game, you know what I mean? In the fourth quarter is when it really got interesting because Philly got stifled. Like they didn't score shit in that fourth quarter. And then the Vikes, you know, the Vikes, it felt like anyway, right? They scored about the same in the second half, right? But it felt like the Vikes scored. The Vikes did score more in the second half, like maybe 2 points more, right? But it felt like they scored all their points in the fourth, right? They had like in the second half, they had 16 points in the second half. The Eagles had 14. The Eagles scored 7 points every quarter. 7, 7, 7, 7. You know what I mean? So the game felt like that. It felt close the whole way through.
Yeah, the
Eagles
Eagles
took the lead.
It was about time for the Eagles for me. It was about time.
Yeah.
It was about time. Like Jalen. You
got
two number one.
Jalen Hurts, 19 completions, 23 passing attempts, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. Got sacked 3 times for 10 yards. Barkley, who kind of, you know, I don't want to say been struggling this year, but he damn sure ain't been, you know, Saquon Barkley, right? Had 44 yards, 18 touches. AJ Brown and Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams had 183 yards, 1 touchdown. AJ Brown had 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Right. So
the ball.
They were passing their ass off. You know what I mean? This game.
Yes.
And then you got Carson Wentz. You got Carson Wentz at 26 completions, 42 attempts. He had 300 as well, 313. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jordan Mason, the running back, 1 touchdown, 57 yards. Jordan Addison had 123 receiving yards. Justin Jefferson had 79 receiving yards. So Jordan Addison was the lead man in that last game. But yeah, so it was a tight game. Like it was a traditional Philadelphia versus Vikings game. It's everything like you would have thought one of those. It was that kind of game. Like neither team really could seize total control. But in the end, I think the better team won. It's time to fire up. But in the end, I think the better team did win. And Philly, I feel like Philly had to win it, right? It felt like that after getting beat by the Giants like that.
Yeah.
What you got on there?
They needed to win.
I know you about to go on your I know you about to kill my Alabama quarterback, Jalen Hurts, so you can go ahead and start there. I want to try to cut you off. I was just trying to tell you the stats of the game before you win.
No, I already knew. That's what I'm saying. They needed to win and win a game like this. And when I seen his stats, I was like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, in the first half where he was 9 for 11, but he already went to AJ for a touchdown. I was like, all right, cool. Just keep going down the field. Just keep going down the field. Keep looking down the field. Word. That's it, bro. Just keep looking down the field. Keep Saquon, like, come, I say the next 2 to 3 weeks, team's gonna be busted up, beaten up, and Saquon gonna be a lot more healthier. Okay, you had to every running back that has that one crazy year, the next year there's a fall off, a steep fall off, bro, because you was game plan for.
Yeah. Is what it is. And right, let's talk about it for a second. And right, that's a lot on them folks' body year to year. You know what I mean? Like that. So if you look at it, right, I can see it. If you look at it, they're giving him less carries this year too. He's getting about 18 to 20 carries. He's not getting 30 and 25 carries like he was getting last year.
He should. Like
not so much. Right, because there's a lot of him last year. This is Jalen Hurts. This is like you were saying. This is Jalen Hurts and those wide receivers year to get them to the promised land. It's their year because you can't put all that on Saquon 2 years back to back because you go kill him. You let Saquon get a year. You let the passing get a year. You go back to Saquon the following year. I like what they're doing. It looked different, right? But you know, the Eagles started even slower than this last year, right? Weren't they like what That was like 4-3, wasn't it? Like first 7 games, like 4-3, maybe something like that. So they kind of started slow last year. It was quick. They kind of started slow last year. It was rocky, but the Eagles they just find a way to win. It ain't always pretty,
That's
right?
what it is.
It ain't always pretty.
To win instead of throwing like
they find a way to win though.
Yeah.
But my bad, I cut you off again.
I just want Jalen Hurts to throw the ball down the field. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you like the way they like step up and throw the ball down the field. The more he do that, the better off he gonna be. The more he throw it down the field, the better off he gonna be, bro. Work. Because you see how like you got some burners or you got 2 burners, and then once the defense has to widen out, them tight ends you got. Then if they can't put 8 in the box, that's when you give it to damn Saquon. Like you got so many weapons, bro. And I'm not even blaming him completely, but again, the offensive coordinator, hey, bro, get in your bag, bro. Get in your bag. You got a team to get into the bag. They should be putting up easy 28, 30-some points a game. You know what I'm saying? And get a defense some room to wiggle. Stop putting it all on your defense, though. You know what I'm saying? And your kicker. Like, bro, that's what you paying this quarterback bread for. You're paying these receivers bread. You're paying the running back. You're paying the tight end. You're paying the O-line. Put your thoroughbreds to work, bro. Word. Make it easy on your defense. That's how championship teams are built. That's how you see it. Make it easy on your defense. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a Buccaneers, Ravens, Steelers, Seahawks type of, even the Broncos team that won it in the past. Like get you like win like the Rams did. Goddamn it, shit. 49ers put them points up. And then let your defense cook. Because now they got, you know what I'm saying? They can play with a little bit more wiggle room because now they know the team is trying to score. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? And then that prevent defense.
So do you got the Eagles as contenders or pretenders right now?
I'll see them play again next week.
Super Bowl defending Super Bowl champs, right?
Defending Super Bowl champs. I still got them like they good, but I gotta see them. I gotta see them.
My G Pop just said he gotta wait and see on the defending Super Bowl champs at 5-2. If that ain't a hard man to please right there, y'all.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like it's a
Rashad Mapops just told me
because they're good as hell, but
we got it.
I want to see if they're gonna keep that up the same way they play. They keep that up, yeah. They definitely
yeah. Jalen Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts it's like Jalen Hurts got this stigma about him. Still got it, even though after the ring, right? Still got it. And after winning so many games, being so successful. It's not the prettiest thing, right? Jalen Hurts don't got that, right? Jalen Hurts don't got that stripper body, that amazing physique and shit. You know what I'm saying? Big old breasts, big thighs, big butt, and all that. Pretty in the face. Jalen Hurts is that nicely built, accountant, right? She be covering herself up. You know what I mean? So you don't always see, how good she look. You know what I mean? She have her hair, you know what I mean? Pull back in the bun, simple, right? Type deal. But she's really efficient and she gets the job done. You know what I mean? Like
she had her hair done yesterday. See? But look what happened when she do her hair. See what I'm saying?
Pop said she had her hair done yesterday. Yeah, right. You're right though, right? Yeah. Facts though, right? When Jalen Hurts on, it look good though. You know what I'm saying? When he on, it look good though.
19 for 23. Okay, bro. He might have had he had to have had the best QB rating yesterday. 19 for 23, 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw 4, right?
Yep.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's my player. That's my player MVP game, right?
You trying to get game, come on, bro.
against NFC rival, right? NFC rival Minnesota Vikings defense. You know what I'm saying? Who clicking right now? That's like the Minnesota defense is clicking right now. You put up 28 points on the Minnesota defense, who's probably been their strong side of the ball this year, right? If we, you know, if we putting a little bit on Minnesota, right, the defense probably been the strong side of the ball.
You torched them. You torched them 3 times over the top, because each time that they caught it, it was over the top. You torched them 3 times, and especially with Devontae Adams, you torched them over the top. Pure. There was nobody that was like, even when they was running at him, I'm like, you're not about to catch him, bro. You're not fast enough at the angle. He's gone. And then when you threw it over the top to the Brown, I was like, yeah, that's a wrap. Mm-hmm. Word. If he does that the rest of the game, they good. But I get it too, though. You got to be setting it up for them to like go downfield, bro. Pull the trigger on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Brown's gonna be open. They're gonna fall for it. Word. Just get them. You paying them boys some bread, man. Get them the ball. Word. Because they don't want to look up and be like, man, you see what they doing in Cincinnati with Flacco? They got Flacco, old ass. Like Jamar Chase got 21 targets. Yeah. You know how wide receivers are divas, bro. Like, it's like them niggas got their own little check and they be talking shit. Like, nigga, does your quarterback even know you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just like in the NBA, we checking stats. Like, can't look up and see that, you know, this nigga 12 catches, buck 46, and 3 touchdowns, and you threw me the ball 8 times. Man, hell no. I don't care if we won and they lost. Hell no. But that's receivers. So whatever you got to do, Jay.
Receivers get paid off getting the ball. They get paid off getting the ball. They dependent on somebody else to put. I got this from Shannon Sharp, right? Which is true. I'm gonna give Shannon Sharp his credit. I don't steal people. He basically telling the fucking truth. They're dependent on somebody else to put food in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? He was a tight end, so he's speaking from experience, right? He's a receiving tight end, right? He don't get his money blocked. He don't make his money blocking Shannon Sharp. He's dependent on, because he's a big receiver, really, right? On somebody else putting food in his mouth. If their quarterback decide not to throw him the ball that day, he's not getting the ball that day. If they had odds in any kind of way, and his quarterback, one of them dudes who soft, right, mentally, I'm not throwing him the ball because he made me mad at lunch.
Yeah, Jay Cutler type nigga.
You know what I mean? I'm not throwing him the ball, right? And he's not getting fed. He don't meet them incentives. Let's take the incentives out of it because that's selfish, right? You do that shit too many years in a row, the nigga gonna finish with 700 yards a year, and then you go try to pay him like a nigga that finished with 700 yards a year, and he gonna be like, hell no, I ain't no 700 yard a year nigga. Y'all know that. Y'all didn't design. Y'all didn't dress me up. Y'all didn't set it up for me to succeed. So I still want to get paid like 1,000-yard receiver that I am, talent wise, because I'm 1,000-yard talent. How about that? He gonna switch the word on you. So, you know, receivers are dependent on other people getting them the ball. You know what I mean? So that's AJ Brown aspect of it. I mean, it sounds selfish when you winning. But AJ, shit, he got the Super Bowl now.
I got the ring, but like, I still like my next check, bro. Like, I'm like, I still want to be able to capitalize on that too. Like, bro, if we win a game, like, no disrespect, I get we won the game, but if we win a game and we didn't even have 100 yards passing, the fuck was we doing? The fuck is going on? Like, who's calling what? Like, this shit, what the fuck are we calling? That we couldn't score. We couldn't get, come on, man. We couldn't get 200 43 yards a pass. With those receivers, like this is like stop hindering your quarterback, bro. You got a mobile quarterback, big arm, accurate. What the fuck are you doing in Philadelphia? You want and he seemed like he's so cool, like Joe Cool, that he's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna trust the coaches, I'm gonna do instead of being like, what? We running this right here. I don't know what the fuck he just called in. I don't know what he up there and can't see what the fuck I see. I don't know what the fuck he's sending in. I don't know. This is not what we doing. All right. Because you watch this team and you like, this team probably, if you look at it, they could literally not lose, but maybe like 1 or 2 more games if they play crazy. Like let the old get up. Like, what do you don't know what y'all worry about seeing? Like any one of your plays could be a fucking big play because of the talent that you got on the field. So it don't matter what you got made to be like. It may be a big play. Some shit that you was only looking for 8-9 yards could turn into a damn 60-yard run because of the talent you got on the field. I wouldn't worry about mother looking at my plays. Stop it. I would be having my defense out there dominating because I got game changers out there on the field. I'm gonna give me some more sacks. I'm gonna give me give me some more interceptions, some more fumbles, some pressure. I'm about to get my boys paid. I don't know what the fuck they thinking about, bro. That's how I would be thinking. I got like the old school coaches mentality. That's me. I don't know. But yeah, I'm with that. I think Philly could whoop niggas like that. Just probably every team in the league, they could whoop like that every damn Sunday or Thursday or Monday. Just let Jalen Hurts loose. Stop all these little intermediate shits.
Got beat by the Giants like 34-14.
To me, I think the coaches I think the head coaches like, hey man, y'all gonna have to, hey, I ain't about to get fired for this shit, bro. The Giants, nigga, come on now. And the white boy making goddamn TikTok videos all goddamn week now.
The divisional opponent got 20.
Now,
we got to win.
Listen, all of a sudden the white boy, no disrespect, but all of a sudden the white boy is a little star now. Now all his crazy shit is fun to look at. Before he wasn't even noticing them, but now, okay. Yeah, now. Hell no, it ain't gonna be no star for us. Make no star for him on us. Oh no, you will not.
He almost had it. Man, they blew their game right at the end. They had to lead the whole game. Blew that bitch at the end of the game. The Giants. In sure Giants fashion. Well, actually, Giants fashion would be getting blown out the whole entire game, right? So this wasn't in Giants fashion, but yeah, they blew this joint for sure.
Again, being so passive. Listen, the game ain't over until there's 3 zeros on the clock. That's when the game's over. So the Giants got what they deserved because they took their damn foot off their neck. And you know what I'm saying? Word. Just because you beating them don't mean like the game's not over.
We can do on that. The Giants 32, Broncos 2 Broncos. This time we can go Giants Broncos. Those the next gen I was finna put in, but we can do New York Giants versus I get an abbreviation so we can go and get this shit back. I already had Denver in there. See, I already had it in there.
You already had it in there right after the Panthers Jet. We can do Panthers Jet.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Panthers, man. But now we talk about the Broncos too, because the Broncos one of the top teams, right? The Panthers one of the, I guess anything would have been better than what they've been doing, right? Yeah, I took a shot, right? But now I'm just saying, like they
true.
They winning games at least, right? They winning games, right? A Panthers 4-3, right? They beat the 0-7 Jets, right? So they did what they supposed to do, right? If you're going to be taking them steps, like I like that, right? They got Bryce Young. Speaking of Alabama quarterbacks, right? Jalen Hurts to Bryce Young. Saw what I did there. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. I didn't wear my Alabama jump. Today is probably I should have worn my fucking Alabama jump, right? All these Alabama boys, getting these wins this week, right? Dang, I need to go switch. Can I switch? Too late to switch. Dang, I need to go get my Bama jump, right? But all these Bama boys doing that goddamn thing. But now, let's talk about the Panthers, bro. Panthers 4-3, right? Not so much to win this week, but every win counts because they could have lost it, right? It could have been a loss. Bryce Young, 15 for 25, right? 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Got sacked once for 12 yards. So not numbers just blowing you through the roof, right? Andy Dalton got in the game. Bryce Young is the game for a minute, but some minor, right? He should be okay. That's what I'm thinking.
He's still in the
Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor started today, this game, not Justin Fields. Right? Tyrod Taylor went 10 for 22, 126 yards, 2 interceptions. Justin Fields got in the game, went 6 for 12, 46 yards. Justin Fields had 4 carries, 22 yards. Right? So they still lost. Right? So they gave Tyrod a shot. They still lost. They 0-7. They don't got to win. They got the worst record in the league. I be saying Tennessee Titans the worst team in the league, but we're not. It's the Jets.
Bro, it's the Jets, right? Man.
The Panthers got their win right. Wasn't pretty, right? Panthers running backs Rico Dowdy, 79 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 31 yards. Bryce Young had 10 himself. And Jimmy Horn Jr. ran the ball once, right? Jimmy Horn Jr. is the guy from Colorado. Y'all remember Prime? This one of Prime guys. Leggett turned it on, right? Leggett, woke up, right? 9 receptions, 92 yards, touchdown. That's the Leggett that we thought we will be getting since the beginning of the season, right? T-Mac, Terry, I often call him Terry McLaren, Terry McMillan, right? His name not Terry, is like Terry Owner, something like that. But I call him T-Mac, right? McMillan, the rookie, Arizona, 3 catches, 33 yards. And Chuba Hubbard pitched in 24 receiving yards, down to 17, But wasn't a pretty win, but they got the win nonetheless. They 4-3, which puts them ahead of teams like the Vikings right now, which puts them ahead of teams like the Cowboys.
I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath. Right.
says the Carolina Panther fan. So I'm gonna let you have it, Pop. How you feel about it, Carolina Panthers? Hold on, but I'm gonna listen to some of these wins, though.
Go ahead real fast, because I need like 30 seconds. Go ahead, I need like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Listen to some of these Panther wins, right? Not all the wins were against, the Jets, right? So listen to some of these Panther wins real quick. Hold on, let me get to this.
G5.
Let me get to this Panthers. Huh? Oh shit! You said G5. Okay. I was right here in front of me. I don't know why I'm looking. Oh, that's right. Down for my bad. You said best. I ain't got the. I ain't looking at the chat, fool. Fizzle.
What's up, man? My bad, man. Pardon my tardiness. Goddamn close.
That's all good, man. You get.
Yeah.
Like we all. You know how that shit go, man.
You gotta take care of the baby. She wasn't feeling good, and I was like, "Hey, you ain't just rock out. You got to get too bad. Yeah, we'll make that move."
Yeah. I saw young Carter too on the mound yesterday. What happened yesterday, real quick? What happened yesterday? I know you told me help the day before yesterday, but what happened? What happened yesterday?
Yeah, I'm about to roll me another blunt, dog.
Oh, that shit. Okay, but I so we on the path.
I'll make it quick. Let me go ahead and tell you. So them boys hop out early, they get their runs 5. Or they got 4.
He talking about his son. His son right now. His son played baseball. They had a baseball game.
We ran it back up in return. Boom. We up 1. Next inning, we get like 2 ones, they get like 1 run. So we just slowly build it. We get towards the last inning, bro. These niggas done got a free run and tied it up. The catcher, bro, it's a runner on 2nd and 3rd. This nigga gets the ball and throws it out to second, bruh. The third baseman nigga walk off, nigga.
Yeah. When you said threw it to
Lost the
second,
game.
I already knew.
Oh my god, nigga, I damn near nigga shit at the brick, nigga.
When you said threw it to second,
Oh my bro, when I
I
seen the
said,
nigga raise up and I seen what angle he was going to, bro, I'm like, oh my god, that's the motherfucking
man,
game.
on third, you
It's
throw it
over.
to second, that's you asking for it. As soon
Oh
as
my
you let
god, bro.
as soon as you let it go, he can take off. As soon as you let it go, he can take off.
Dog. Man, dog, this is the
Yeah.
first time I seen Carter cry at the game. Carter was hurt. This one hurt.
I know, bro. Now them hurt the
This one
worst, bro.
hurt, dog. Oh man.
Then you would rather lose by 20. Stuff really is a real thing, bro. If you lose by 20, you probably already knew you was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Before you got 20. You know what I mean? But when you lose by
up in the point and the
it hurt.
our catcher gave up 4 runs
Bro,
by not
I ain't gonna lie,
catching and letting it
it was
roll
the point in
behind
time
him.
I was playing sports, bro. Growing up, I cried after every loss. I had to learn. They had to tell me, but you can't cry every time you lose, but you go lose. It's sports. You know,
Bro,
I used to cry when I was younger because I hate lose. I still hate losing. I hate losing, bro. You know, it just I used to do that shit too. I had to realize, you know, shit, it's part of the game too. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. As a coach, that one hurt. Cause see, Carter turned into a defensive stud. He cleaned up everything in the outfield. Third base miss it, he scooping them up. Here you go, boom, get that shit in. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh yeah, yeah. Carter going to the league. Carter gonna go. He got a couple partners on the team. They gonna go too. They nice. Couple they nice, bro. But yeah, back to the regular shit, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. But we were talking about the Panthers, man. We were talking about the Panthers. You know, they 4-3 right now. They actually like they in the upper echelon, you know, of the NFC, you know, right now. Like right on the cusp, you know what I mean? So I would say they exceeding expectation right now. They 4-3. It could always go, you know, worse, but couple of these wins, man. I know what I was going to like some wins. They got like some all the wins not against the Jets, right? Is what I was saying. Like they got some decent wins. Pop said he not a believer. Pop said he not a believer. But let's look at a few of these. There you go.
I say this.
They beat the Cowboys, right? 30-27. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Falcons. And they beat they beat the Falcons. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Cowboys, and they beat the Jets. So they got the Cowboys in there. They got the Falcons in there, and what you would rate the Dolphins, right? So let's just say Falcons and Cowboys.
Cowboys, solid opponents. Dolphins,
so
middle of the road.
Right, and then the Jets probably the worst team in the league. Right? So they got 2 wins at least, okay win, and then they got the Jets down there, right? So they got some solid wins in there. Like they ain't just the Rudy Poo wins. And then they beat the shit out the Falcons 30-0. 30-0.
I'll take that one.
Dowdle went.
I'll take
crazy.
Nothing, Pop. So I think you can have a little hope in your team, Pop. I think you have a little hope in your home team, right? You can have a little hope in your home team.
I'll take the Dallas and the Atlanta one because the Atlanta one is that's a division game. You know, I'll take the Dallas one too, right? I'll take that. But the Dolphins suck and the Jets trash. So I expect to win those games. Man, as long as we win them, I don't care because in a minute.
It was the time when the Dolphins would have beat y'all though, Pop, right?
No Tyreek Hill, it's a wrap. Anyway.
24-27, by the way, Pop. 24-27, by the way. Dolphins. So they, you know, they got
the Dolphins starting to be one of them teams that they look like they be looking to lose. Like just you got all that talent.
There's building character right there because y'all could have lost that game. Right? Y'all built some y'all built something right there.
I'm gonna wait for it.
Nah, but I ain't saying
y'all
like
got
this.
Hey, look, Pop, y'all got the Bills Sunday at home. Ooh. If y'all got Bills, Packers, Saints, so y'all got to run the little gauntlet, Bills and Packers. So if they get, let's say they go 500 with Bills and Packers, probably just say hypothetically, how you feel if they go 500 Bills and Packers? They get one of those wins out of those two games. 5 and 4.
5.
Bills 4-2, Packers 4-1 tied with the Cowboys that y'all beat.
They got a chance to beat both.
We about to see though, huh?
We about
Bills
to see.
and Packers. If they get both, nigga, if they get both, y'all might get number one. Hey, look, if y'all get both, bro, y'all jump to like number one in the fucking East, like number two. Literally, if y'all get both those wins. Let's say that you know, let's just say shit. If the other teams lose one, other two teams go 500, y'all jump to like shit number 2 or some shit. But if y'all get those two wins, those two real wins.
I'm thinking about. Oh yeah, like you talking about Jimmy Horn, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Horn Jr.
Who's his pop?
No.
That's not Joe. That's not Joe's son.
JC Horn. JC Horn is Joe.
Joe Horn's son. Joe Horn's son. They play for the Panthers.
Yeah, cornerback.
So
that's his dad.
Same team. Yeah, same thing.
See, I was getting them.
But now they let Jimmy get loose though.
Jimmy Daddy. I think Jimmy Daddy. He played baseball. Something. He played something. I think he played football and baseball.
That's Jimmy Horn.
Like college football, Major League Baseball, some shit like that. But Jimmy Horn, Daddy,
he was a cold receiver for the Saints for a nice minute.
Now yeah. No, Jimmy Horn, not JC Dad. JC Daddy is Jimmy.
I'm still skeptical.
Joe Horn is JC Daddy. Jimmy Horn Jr. is
somebody else.
The baseball
I get it.
Dude.
Yeah,
baseball dude. So
I'm still. I don't care.
And they both play for the same team, so that she even more confusing now. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting. What is we about to be? I'm waiting.
They both called in the bitch though. Since we speaking on both, they both called in the bitch though. Since we speak. But yeah,
everything is based on really Bryce Young right now, and I got faith in him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
You know what Bryce Young got? He come from a good program in college. That matter. Good high school program too, right? Let's get him good high school program. Good. The best college program, right? Arguably one of the best historically. He had that rough start, right? He been benched before. He got his starting job back. You know what I mean? So he been through it, bro. I think he all right. Every game he might not throw for 300, but he just won a game yesterday where it wasn't pretty.
All I need is protect him, and when he throw it to you, catch it. That's all the fuck I need. Because before, when I was looking at him play, he was out there looked like they was just like, you know, when they hike the ball.
He can make the throws. He can make the throws though, and he's sneaky athletic. He athletic. He can make the throws. Just
give him some goddamn protection. Give him some protection.
He can win
Yeah, he can win some games.
He can win some games. He's an NFL quarterback. He's a starting quarterback. He's one of the best 32 passers of the football in the world. I can say that for sure. He's one of the best.
Just all you got to do.
Probably at this point, right? He's probably one of the best 20 passes of the football in the world.
You get the man some protection. We can see. But I know watching him before, I was like, damn, shit. I know
they about to run that gauntlet though. Bills and Packers. They about to run that Bills and Packers gauntlet though. So you're right. We about to see sooner than we think, right? Sooner than I thought for sure. I'm looking at like, damn, they got Bills and Packers next. So the questions that we looking for.
Yeah, we can answer this in 3 weeks.
Right. Well, definitely about to get answered, man. We did Denver. Right, man. What other game, man? Patriots beat the shit out of Tennessee, right? We ain't got to talk about that. Dre May look like the MVP. Right. Tennessee, the second worst team after the Jets, right? The Saints and the Bears, right? The Bears beat the Saints, right? The Saints only got one win, but the Bears 4-2. The Bears are 4-2. Caleb Williams, 15 for 26, 172 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception.
That was
Swift had a
bad.
rushing touchdown. Swift had a rushing touchdown. Magnay had a rushing touchdown. They ran and shot the ball 124 yards by Swift, 81 yards by Magnay. So Caleb didn't really have to do too much, and they won by a lot.
That's bad for
But
what's
the
it
Bears
called.
4-2.
That's bad for Minnesota, who lost. So don't they got the Bears at the top of the division or tied?
I mean, at 4-2, right? Bears in the NFC, the best record in the NFC. Tampa Bay is in the AFC, best record in the NFC.
No, Tampa Bay's in the NFC. I'm talking about just in their division, not the conference. Just in their division.
Oh,
it's like just in their division.
Their division, Tampa Bay is in the NFC. They 4-2, bro. I'm pretty sure because they're the second best team in the NFC right now at 4-2. They probably tied with let's see, Seahawks. Seahawks and the Bears in the same division.
No.
Seahawks 4-2, Lions 4-2. Who else 4-2 in the NFC? That is in the NFC. 49ers 5-2. So no. So what division are they in? 49ers 5-2. 49ers in the yeah. Broncos in the AFC. Packers 4-1. Packers 4-1. So they like the 15. So they probably not number one in their division. Or they tie for number one in their division. Let's see. We're talking about Chicago. Caleb. This is your 2, Caleb. Vikings in there. Vikings just took a loss. I know Bears, Vikings, Lions, Packers. So they in that division, they getting 3 teams in at this, right? They tie for second, right? Packers, and the Packers got a draw. So the Packers are 4-1-1. Lions are 4-2. Bears are 4-2. Vikings are 3-3. So at this point, they tie for second at 4-2. Packers, Lions, and Bears all 4-2. They're all in the same division. The Packers got that draw. They could come back to hurt them. They tie if they don't win enough games. If they don't win enough games, they can come back to hurt them. The Lions play tonight. The Lions play Tampa Bay tonight, right? So let's say the Lions lose. The Bears go to second. We'll put them top 14 in the NFC. If the Lions lose tonight, and the Lions play Tampa Bay, so Tampa Bay got incentive shit to win that motherfucker. So the Bears actually in a pretty good spot right now too.
They are.
Looking at this damn recap, they have 4-2. It's early though, 6 weeks in, but
they got Ben Johnson over there. He came from the Lions, and he got opening up the playbook for him.
Yeah, man, they rolling right now though. You got Caleb looking like
Caleb.
Second overall pick, right? I'm looking like he was the first. He was the first overall pick. My bad. He was the first. I kept looking like the first overall pick.
Number two got hurt yesterday.
But yeah, I remember all them damn videos that was going around about Caleb in the offseason. He was missing the net. He was stumbling shit through the practice. I was like, trying to sabotage Brad there like that. But yeah, I'm glad Caleb, got his stuff together, right? I'm glad he, see, it's crazy how like year to year, man. But you got to get them a quarterback some time, bro. Because you never know really what could happen, bro. A lot of shit can happen, bro. It ain't always you know, they got there for. A lot of times it ain't they got there for. Really, a lot of times they do. You know
Offensive coordinator. Shit, it matters.
See, I give you an example, man. It be a lot of times it be the teams and the organizations. Again, look how Justin Fields looked with Pittsburgh versus how he looked with everybody else. The other two bad organizations he played for, Jets and the Bears, right? But you know, the Bears might be fixing it with Caleb. You know what I mean? Maybe they got it together now, right? Whole new organization, whole new owner, not owner, whole new GM, whole new front office, whole new coach, whole new everybody, right? So nobody from the old regime, but so they might be getting together. But you know, the Lions lose tonight, the Bears hop to like top 3, and they will hop to number 2 in their division because they tied with the Lions, and they'll go to like number 3 overall because they'll be the Lions will drop and they'll be 4-2, so they'll be out of there 4-2. But they third, they tied for second in their division, which, you know, Bears in pretty good shape right now. What other jumps, man? We talked about Saints, Bears. The Colts put it on the Chargers. I thought they gonna be a little more competitive, right? I don't know what the Chargers are right now. Chargers 4-3. The Colts 6-1. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting the Colts to be 6-1. Wasn't expecting Daniel Jones. When they signed Daniel Jones, I instantly thought, you know, like, haha, they signed. You know, how they signed Daniel Jones. I was laughing. I was tripping. Daniel Jones said, "Now I'm finna really go beat Danny Dimes. Right now, y'all can really call me Danny Dimes." Danny Dimes had 20. He was 23 out of 34, 288 yards, 8 yards a pop, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor just 16 carries, 94 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know, just something like, so you know what I mean. Herbert 37 completions, 55 attempts, 420 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Herbert also ran for 31 yards. The running backs, the lead back had 20 yards. So their running game is non-existent. Herbert had the second most carries at 6. The first back had 9. What in the fuck? Gadsden, the second, had 7 receptions, 164 yards, a touchdown. Keenan Allen, 11 receptions, 119 yards, a touchdown. McConkey, 67 yards, 9 receptions. Johnston, 2 receptions, 30 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know what to think of the Chargers. Chargers 4-3. You know what I mean? Because I really don't know what LA, you know, I'm gonna get. It may be same. LA and the Jaguars similar, like in.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
What I'm trying to say, they real similar, like trajectory. Like they looking real, like Spider-Man meme, like, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like point at each other. Now, and it's crazy how I do rate Herbert a lot higher than I rate Lawrence. Same, you know what I mean?
It's the same.
Like,
it's the same, bro. Word them up. That shit the same.
You know, but I feel like, but they both do got a lot of talent. They both got a lot of talent, but it's like they can't quite get this shit together. Like, can we borrow a couple of those receivers in Tennessee? Can we borrow a couple of them from them teams? Can we get like one from each like team? Can we get like, you know, maybe fucking y'all want to give up in San Diego? But y'all got a lot of them. Y'all got fucking Gaston, Allen, McConkey, Johnson. Y'all got Trey Harrison down there. He ain't had shit with 2 catches, right? But guess how many yards a pop? 11, goddamn it. You know what I mean? 2 targets, 2 catches. Can we get like McConkey out of there or something, bro? Or this Gaston nigga that y'all been throwing to the last 2 weeks?
It'd be rough for them to get niggas the ball, man. Like I don't know. Maybe he got too many receivers. You're right.
Got too many receivers. That's crazy. You got too many wideouts or something, bro. Like what's going on here? But my thing is, they got to get it together, man. Like they the same old Chargers at this point, right? They're just the same old Chargers. I can't. Now the Colts, on the other hand, that probably has to be the biggest surprise to him. I want to give it to the Patriots. And the Patriots look good, but the goddamn Colts at 6-1, Ain't no way. And my most improved team just last week was the Patriots. But this week it gotta be the Colts. I gotta switch to the Colts because they just beat the shit out the Chargers, a team that I had rated high. You know what I mean? So I gotta, I'm consistent with the shit I do. So they beating the shit out of them, and they 6-1. So right through 7 games, that shit they can't be a fluke. They damn near halfway there. If they get about 3 more wins, they ass in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get about 3, 4 more wins in this bitch. We're gonna be having to jot them in there. You know what I mean? If they go 2-3 over the next 3 weeks, we're gonna have to start talking about them locking their shit up by week 11, something like that. Week 12. And the 17-week season, they probably lock that shit up 5 weeks before the season at this rate. You know what I mean? At this rate, actually, they'll lock that shit up if they win about 4 more games. So about 5 weeks, right? If they just keep this up. But they surprisingly, right, because they're in my division, right? So it pains me to say this. Like, they've been busting ass though. They've been like, and they ain't just been beating teams, like they've been like beating teams, right? And in the games that they do be down, then I got to call them Danny Dimes now, right? Danny Dimes then led some comeback drives and shit, you know what I mean? Like 2-3 of them bitches. Right, you know what I mean? So they do look legit. But it's right when you start believing in teams, right, that's when they fuck it up. So I'm waiting for them to probably, fuck it up with the Colts. But the Colts beat the Colts beat the Bengals, they beat the Dolphins, they beat the Broncos, they beat the Titans, they beat the Raiders, they beat Arizona, they beat the Chargers. So when you look at it, hold on now. Okay,
They've done everything they're supposed to. What did they lose to?
Okay, yeah, they beat the Cardinals, they beat the Raiders, they beat the Titans, they beat the Broncos, they beat the Dolphins, Bengals. No, Jack. And they play the Titans, this week.
So as a matter of with you, they haven't won. Hold on, wait. They 6-1.
Who they lose? No fucking body, but the Broncos really won when I'm looking at it. But they've been doing but look though. Okay, so they lost to the Ravens 16-24, right? They lost to the Packers 23-19. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Broncos by 1 point. They beat the Titans. They lost to the Rams. They beat the Raiders 40-6. Right? Beat the Titans 41-20. So they beating the bad teams, beating shit out of them. They beat the Cardinals 31-27. And they just beat the shit out the Chargers. So the Chargers and the Broncos, right? So I get them 2. But 4 of those wins kind of skeptical because we already agreed. We already threw out the Dolphins, right? So we ain't giving credit for the Dolphins. So they beat the Dolphins, so they don't count either. Titans don't count, which is my team. Dolphins don't count. Raiders don't count. Cardinals don't count. Right? The Cardinals one of them teams that just go be Arizona Cardinals forever. They just always been like that.
So who they lose to?
They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Packers. They lost to the Rams.
No, I'm saying the Colts. Who they lose to?
Oh, the Rams.
Okay, so they haven't even had a division game yet, and they're 6-1. That's going to be a problem.
Now the Titans is their division game, and they play us again this week. So this will be our last time playing them.
Okay, so they got one division game. So they haven't played the Jaguars yet.
No, they got the Titans and the Colts back. Titans and the Colts. They got the Titans and the Steelers. Titans, Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs, Texans, Jags, Seahawks, 49ers, Jags. So they hard part of their schedule. Coming up. Hard part of their schedule coming up.
If they can win most of their division games, they'll be good.
If they win a division, they probably go win a division and get in. depending on how them the Jags, if the Texans come back to life, right?
That's the problem right there.
But they number one in the division. Them and the Jags, they 6-1. The Jags 4-3. So right now they in. You know what I'm saying? But they got one division win. They're probably about to get 2. You know what I mean? Then they play the Steelers. And
I
then
think
the
the
Falcons.
I think the Jaguars are phony. I need the Steelers to win this game.
Yeah.
Word, for real. And I think that but the Colts probably, I don't know, it's a little early, but they're walking away with, that first quarter of the season. They looking like, you know what I'm saying? 6-1, and you about to play the Titans again. Titans maybe it's a division game. So it's gonna be a rivalry, but you know what you're supposed to do. You gotta take care of business, bro. You gotta take care of business. You can't be waiting for you gotta get them. Hey, look, your team. Hey, look, when the coach is down, the Titans was kicking the shit out of them with damn Derrick Henry just stomping all over. Hey, listen, you got.
He like, remember that shit? Remember that shit?
So these niggas gotta do it while jump out and cause nigga shit. You want to be the ones to be like, I'm waiting on you, Philly. That's what you want. That's what you want. I'm waiting on you, Philly. So yeah, I would definitely jump out there, whoop everybody that I could, especially in the division. I ain't trying to lose nobody. Word. And because right about now, be truthfully honest with you, it looked like Patrick Mahomes is about to get it popping all over again, and niggas gonna be in trouble.
Chief just beat the Raiders 31-0. The Chiefs up their record to 4-3. So the Chiefs are starting the Chief.
About to get scary with all his weapons back. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. And Patrick Mahomes is on some shit like, oh, it was fun when they do it. Problem when I do it. Nah, he got all his weapons back now. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna really be on it like that.
Yeah, Pat them start. But you know what it was? Yeah, bingo. You just we had this conversation too on the previous bottom blunts, but them weapons was gone. When you realize that Rashee Rice was gone, Worthy was hurt, right? Shit. And all they had left was Hollywood, right? And Thornton. They had Thornton, right? And Thornton is he's an NFL wide receiver. So he's a 3-4, right? But he's a 3-4. You know what I mean? Not a 2 behind Hollywood. He's really on that team right now. He's a 4. You know what I mean? That's really where they got him to be. He went from 4 to 2. That's a big jump. You know what I mean? So he playing the 2 role. He came in. He thought he would be the fucking 4. You know what I mean? But now he back at the 4, and Pat and them got 4 wins, and now people ass is in for it because Pat is looking like he going for number 4. No, I think Pat got 2 though.
Yeah.
We got 3. He had 3. He had $3. Pat got $3. 3 rings. 3 rings. How many rings?
2.
2. I know he got 2, right? I think he got a decent nigga third one. Did he sneak?
I know 2 for sure.
Didn't he go back to back? He had one before that though, didn't he? Let's see.
Google that shit. I forget.
Let's see how many.
Oh, he was going for his third, and Jalen got it.
They fucked it up.
I think. Yeah. I think he was going for third.
Now he got 3. He got 3 balls. I know.
He
went back to back, bro. And he won one. Nigga won one like 3 years before the 2020, 23, 24.
Yeah, that's right.
Back, remember?
Jalen stopped the 4th one. So they were talking about the Brady shit.
Nigga ass is in for it, and Pat going 4 ring 4. No, just playing. I want Pat to win 7 rings so bad.
Hey, Silver. And he throwing to number 4.
Right. Fuck you talking about. He throwing 2.
What you mean?
4. He ring. Fuck you talking about.
Dog. It's been getting spooky.
That's crazy. Rashee Rice number 4. That's crazy, huh? I need to put that together. It's wild, huh?
And
damn, Pat.
He is healthy because he looked real shifty and fast. Because he is, but you could tell. I said, oh yeah, they in trouble. He healthy.
Y'all said look
I
at
said,
y'all said look at past stats. Y'all said look at past stats. Cool, I got y'all. Don't worry about it.
Nah,
Now
because
Pat had
if you're looking at it like if
Pat
you
had 26. He was 26 out of 35, 286, 3 touchdowns, 1 sack, 4 yards. Pacheco,
okay,
57 yards. Brashard Smith, 39 yards. Pat Mahomes ran for 28 yards. Kareem Hunt had 18 yards. Isaiah Pacheco had a touchdown.
he got hurt too.
so
Kareem.
you go if you're the coach right now, don't wait for Pat Mahomes.
Travis Kelce, 54 yards. Rasheed Rice, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rashad Smith had 42 receiving yards too. Goddamn. Thornton,
Yeah.
1 catch, 39 yards. Thornton, I was just talking about the 4. 1 catch, 39 yards.
Yeah. Hey, they like Smith.
Juju, 3 catches, 35 yards. Juju, 3 catches, 35 yards. Xavier Worthy, 3 catches, 35 yards. Damn, Pat out here balling. Noah Gray, 1 catch, 28 yards. Hollywood Brown, 2 catches, 14 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, Pat out here cooking. I bet you Pat looked around and said, all right, so which wide receiver I ain't through this bitch to? All right, let me get him a touchdown. He threw the bitch to Hollywood for his 2nd catch, 14 yards in the touchdown. Pat was out there surgically ripping their ass apart, looking at this breakdown. As my quarterback ads is telling me he did all this. This was systematic out here. The lead receiver had 54 yards. That boy was out here cooking, bro. 54, 42, 42, 39, 35, 35, 28, 14 in a touchdown. Your low man had a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That man was out here cooking, bro. He was out here cooking. 26 out of 35.
So get your wins in now before they because just get your wins in now.
They 4-3. All right, let's see. Let's check their schedule.
Get your wins in now, bro.
Hey,
All right.
that's how I feel.
So they got Commanders and Chiefs. No, just play. They got the Commanders next.
You stupid.
They got the Bills. They got
You motherfucker.
shit. I couldn't help it.
Oh man. Oh, he gonna chop them up. He gonna chop them up.
They got the Bills in the. They got the Commanders. They got the Bills. They got the Broncos. They got the Colts. They got the Cowboys. They got the Texans, Chargers, the best team in the league, Tennessee Titans. They got the Broncos, and then they got the Ravens.
They got me.
Yeah. So the Chiefs. They're the Chiefs now. So no Jaden Daniels, right? So let's say shit. Commanders win, right? Now the Bills. If anybody got Josh Allen number, guess who it would be? If anybody got them Bills number, guess who it would be? Now, it's not always the regular season. I give you that. But they know how to beat them. So that's 50-50 right there. In my Gillies voice, that's 50-50. Chiefs versus Bills. Bills at home. No. But that's about 50-50. Broncos, Chiefs, 50-50 at Mile High. Do we believe, Broncos look good right now. That's this pay. That's about 50-50. So they got 2 50-50 games, Bills and Broncos, right? They could go either way. Let's say they go 500. Those two. Right? Say they go 500. So they win one, lose one. So that's 5-4 going to the Colts. Do we think the Colts beat them? Colts 61 right now. We would say that's 50-50. I would get them though. I would get them the Colts win. That'll be a show me game for the Colts, especially with the Colts, with us realizing the Colts only got 2 good wins.
Get your wins in there. Get your wins in there. So when they start,
that's a show me game for the Colts.
Get your wins in there, man.
So they're hunting with the Bills and the Broncos. That's a must win for the Chiefs, right? The Colts probably, let's say the Colts might not been lost the game by then. So there may be a setup for the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead, right? Now, Danny Dimes been dominant some bitch, right? So we'll say that's 50-50 right now. We'll say that's 50-50. You got the Cowboys. So they do get a lot of 50-50 games coming up for sure. Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys. They got Commanders. Maybe they get a win with Commanders. No Jaden Daniels, right? But if, shit. Yeah, they do got tough schedule. They got the Texans, right? They be beating the shit out the Texans. They be beating the shit out the Texans. They got the Chargers. The Chargers, they little brother too. They be beating the shit out the Chargers. I only want to talk about our history with the Chiefs, especially in the playoffs. I only want to talk about it, right? Finish the season. Yeah, the Chiefs got to get with it though. Yeah, they do got to get with it though. Yeah, they can't play. They can't miss no beats. They ain't got no beats to miss. This schedule is hard as fuck, bro. Who gave the Chiefs? How did that? Bro, if I open the season with the Chargers, Eagles, Giants, they beat the Giants. Ravens, Jaguars, Lions, Raiders. They just played the Raiders. Bro, what the fuck kind of Chargers? Playoff team. Eagles, playoff team. Ravens, playoff team. Jaguars, playoff team. Lions, playoff team. Raiders, trash. Commanders, playoff team. Bills, playoff team. Broncos, playoff team. Colts was trash last year. Cowboys. That was trash last year. That got hurt. They made the playoffs. Texans, playoff team. Titans, trash. Broncos, playoff team. Raiders. But this schedule harder than the bitch. This schedule was harder than the bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Like, looking at this schedule as a whole, nigga, even their preseason schedule was hard. They played the Seahawks, Bears, and the Cardinals. No, just bad. Yeah. But bro, damn, how the fuck they get this schedule? They did make the Super Bowl, didn't they? Yeah, they made the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's how they got the Damn. Damn, son.
I don't think
they lost the trash teams. No, they didn't. They don't get no break. Them folks ain't got no room to breathe. The only room to breathe is Texans, Titans, Raiders. That's the only room to breathe.
Patrick Mahomes, my homeboy, may lose 2 games out of all of them. He may lose 2. Maybe 3 or somebody else.
I like that. Bills. He got Commanders, Bills, Broncos, and he got Commanders, Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys. Next 5. Commanders, Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys. Oh shit! So let's say he go 3-2 right there, right? That'll be 7-5. Then he'll play the Texans. That'll put him at 8-5. He'll play the Chargers. That's their little brother. It's 9-5. They go beat. They say they lose. They go 10-6. They beat the Rays at the end of the season.
They're gonna beat them.
11-6. Make the playoffs. Then the playoffs. 11-6. That's probably how.
No, they're not. They're not going 11-6.
Maybe.
Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're gonna beat the Broncos.
8, 9, 10 games left.
Yes.
So I got them winning.
Because
7. I got them winning 7 out of the 10 games left. Chiefs.
Man, the dude got all
7 out of 3. Dude, you got them going what? 8-2, 9-1, something like that.
Yep, dude got all his toys back, bro.
Yeah, all these toys for shit. Yeah, they look good.
Got all his toys back, bro. Got all his toys.
They look good right now.
And the way they be putting the receivers out there with the receivers that they got it's like, who the fuck is out here? Hold on, these niggas was just not out here. Like, you just keep look at all the receivers they got. Who they putting out there? They go with Kelce. So that's not fair. And you give him all his weapons. And then when all that break down, a little funny looking motherfucker can run. So yeah, and then
right.
You give him Steve, and then you got Steve Spagnuolo built defense.
Hey, that one know the crazy part. Like, see we on real quick. Then after this, we gonna talk about the 2 Monday night games, and then we gonna segue into eBay opening week, right? Appreciate that, Pop, because we did need to string that out. Appreciate that. We did need to string that out. The recap. We did need to string that motherfucker out. Y'all seen Pat Mahomes high school basketball tape?
Nah, I
Pat
ain't.
Mahomes about what? Pat about what, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. Go watch that man high school basketball tape, y'all. Go watch his tape. That man could have been in the NBA too. Sneakily. Because you said somebody's running, right?
Yeah.
Sneakily. That dude super athletic, bro. Like that nigga got some real handle. Like he got some real game, bro. Like spin move, dribble, crossover, jump shot, dimes. Like that passing is real. He's a real quarterback. That passing, that vision is real. It extends to the basketball court. Like that dude, sneaky athlete. He can run. Like yeah, like you'll think he can't run, but then like you gotta really his origin. Like he ran at Texas Tech. And then you look back in high school, nigga played basketball too, and nigga flew. So he really can't run. That's why he be hitting that spin move. That spin move makes sense now, don't it? He be hitting that fucking spin move. Then you play basketball. He hit that spin move in basketball too. Pull up his high school shit. Nigga got game like that nigga hoop like he hoop like a less athletic Devin Booker or something, bro. That's just kind of his game, bro. Like where he moves like what's a good comp? That's kind of his game, bro. He play like under the rim. Devin Booker, you know, got hops and shit. You know, he don't really go for dunks. Maybe because he knew he was right. What's a good player come? Like who I'm looking. Y'all remember Jameer Nelson for Orlando
Yeah.
and Maryland? Kind of like him. Kind of like him, bro. He kind of like that, bro. He got that kind of game, but he bigger than Jameer Nelson though. Jameer Nelson like 6 foot. But
yeah,
that's kind of his. But Jameer Nelson actually could dunk on a nigga too, right? But, you know, he kind of like that.
He was not 6 feet. He was not 6 feet. That nigga was 5'10".
Type shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, but that he play under the rim, but he got real. He got damn like Jameer used to do in college. Jameer Nelson got to the league and kind of just said, "Y'all know what? I'm just finna get motherfucking ass. I see y'all. So I'm just finna blast y'all ass and y'all think I'm little. But
this jump shot gonna get me this check, and I go, look, I put up 20 and 8. Give me the bread.
Yeah, right. Look, I made 4 3-pointers now. Look, this shit. Look,
give me the
on that.
Give me the
pay me like a shooter. They pay me like a shooter and the leading scorer. Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, I think the Chiefs gonna be all right. Just looking at that, they got the hard schedule in the NFL though. I think just looking at that shit right there was tough. That was tough to look at right there. That was tough to look at right there, right? But we got 2 Monday night games coming up this week in basketball, man. We're gonna talk about a few of them joints, right? But we got Tampa Bay versus Detroit tonight, right? Tampa Bay 5-1. The Lions are 4-2. Right. So I'm thinking this gonna be the highlight game because something tells me the Seahawks probably go dust up Texans. But you know how that shit be, man. These odds look. I would think the Seahawks would have been like maybe -200, -300. They're like -174, right? So it's people that believe in the Texans. It's probably a lot of Texans, right? Texas is a big place, right? So maybe they can have something to do with it. And I get it. Some people don't think having written the Texans completely off, right? Seahawks look good over there with Sam Darnold. I just started with the 9 o'clock game, sleep, right? But you know, let's start with the Tampa Bay game, right? The odds on the Texans Seahawks game look, you know, it's people that think the Texans gonna win it though. Looking at the numbers, like it's people who think the Texans gonna win. They can't win like they can't win it, right? But everybody look healthy for the Seahawks. But we got Tampa Bay versus Detroit. The Detroit Lions. Tampa Bay Bucks versus Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are at home, right? Tampa Bay is actually the underdog in this game. I think that has a lot to do with people really not knowing how many receivers are about to play. You know what I mean, for Tampa Bay, right? I wasn't trying to rhyme on purpose that time, but not really knowing how many of them folks really about to play right. So I think they got a lot to do with it. Tampa Bay sitting at 5-1. Tampa Bay's defense is pretty legit. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this. This could be a value play though. You really don't know what fucking wide receiver's playing. You really don't, right? Mike Evans may play. Then he got a hamstring. So is he, gonna be healthy while playing? Right. But this jump is the tougher jump, right? Because it's like every time that it's like the Lions do good, right? The Lions do good when I don't pick them. You know what I mean? And me just saying Tampa Bay at plus 225, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's an over 53.5.
Shit.
I'm gonna probably take Tampa Bay, bro. Just value add. Tampa Bay could get scored. If it's, I think if it's a lower scoring game, the Lions probably go win it, right? But if it's a shootout, that means Tampa Bay got that shit rolling, and I think they can win it. I think they could win that kind of game. Mike Evans is listed as playing, right? So Mike Evans is there. Mike Evans is there. You know what I mean? So you got to make it. Why are the Lions such a big favorite?
I don't know, but I need them to win. Since you bigging the Panthers up so much, I need the Lions to win. A loss for them, you know what I'm saying? Right.
They lost for who?
The loss for the Bucks just helps the Panthers out all that much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, need y'all to lose. Right.
They such a big dog. It's crazy. They got it. Why they such a big dog? That's crazy. Lions lost to the
well, okay.
Because Lions defense is kind of suspect right now.
Well, no, but they saying that the Lions she said the Lions is the big favorite. What's with the
they the favorite?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Lions, the Lions is the favorite. Yeah, the Lions are the big favorite.
Okay, so
they lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs 30-17.
No, I'm saying though,
they lost to the Packers. Lost to the Packers 27-13. They beat the Bears 52-21. Beat the Ravens 38-30. Beat the Browns, which is a good defense, 34-10. Beat the Bengals 37-24. And then lost to the Chiefs 30-17.
Okay, so who did the Bucks win? That might.
That's where I'm going now.
That might be wild.
5-1.
Yeah. They beat the Eagles.
The Falcons 23-20. They beat the Texans 20-19. They beat the Jets 29-27. They lost to the Eagles 31-25. Yeah, right. Them scores close as fuck game. They beat the Seahawks 38-35. These games are close as hell. And then they beat the 40. They beat the shit out the 49ers though, right? 30-19.
That's what it is right there, bro.
They're usually shootout.
If it's a close game,
yeah. So they're over. Yeah, they're over. I think they're over 53.5 will probably be if we go bet it. I think they're over 53.5 will probably be the best bet in that motherfucker if I'm gonna bet that junk. Cause I probably don't want to take a side. I ain't gonna lie, cause at the odds though, at Tampa Bay plus 225, if I was gonna bet it, I'd probably take that with the value. I'm gonna play that over though, over 53.5, and I'm gonna just sit back, keep my feet up, and hope them motherfuckers score. I'm gonna take that over. I'm gonna stay away from the side pick. I'm gonna stay away from picking like a side to win. What's the spread on the Bucks? What's the spread on the Bucks? Because they mostly keep these games close. Most of the time they keep them close. 6.5 on Tampa Bay. They're expecting the Lions to put on their ass, boy.
Who are they missing? Who are they missing for them to be like that?
They missing. I mean, they really could end up playing, bro, with they could really end up playing with, bruh, a rookie wide receiver, bro. That's it. Like this, they got Mike Evans. Unless Mike Evans is gonna try to play, Edge Booker is out, right? And then they got Tej Johnson and they got Sterling Shepard.
But
That's
So
it, Pop. So truthfully, probably only, let's just say only Tej Johnson and Sterling Shepard play. And that's the odds that they're reflecting. There's gotta be. But I'm like, but then in my mind, right, me thinking myself, I'm like, bro, Baker go even if they get down, right, you give Baker a chance to throw that bitch. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Worth a shot. They're plus 6.5, at least I think maybe. But they like when they keep most of the games close. But I get they rating the Lions really high. Vegas rating the Lions high. Basically, that's what's going on.
I mean,
Rate the Lions high.
healthy.
if they do their homework, they'll see that Sterling Shepard was getting catches before Mike Evans and them got hurt. Got an 88-yard game, everything. So it's like he gonna find a way to get into them receivers. And the Lions secondary is shaky. So
we gonna find out. Gotta be something.
Yep. Gotta be something.
Gotta be something. Maybe they thinking that he gonna be out there like T said with just a damn with a young rookie,
the skeleton wide receiver crew.
That's what it is. They want to hey, maybe they don't have the damn the confidence in Baker, like, because all their games are close. You some of the teams that you beat, that they feel like you probably should have beat them
about more. Yeah, like a couple of them jumps they won like about one.
So they,
but I think they got a lot to do with them wide receivers. He lost Mike Evans, like week 2, 3, something like that.
Let's see. When you got that for the protection, they look at it like a late game heroic.
I get it though. You look at the Lions weapons, right? Like you look at the weapons that the Lions got over there. Jameer Gibbs, Jared Goff out there dealing, right? You got Sam Laporta playing out his mind. Montgomery, still Scoot type deal. Monron St. Brown. The Bucs gonna have to get a lot. I think the Bucs gonna have to get a big help from the run game from Rashad. Right? Ain't necessarily got to be the run game. Just I think the running backs will have to play big, even if they catch the ball. Like those little dump downs that they get, they gonna have to turn. They gonna have to get today. They gonna have to get 7 to 15 rather than 3 to 8. You know what I mean on those jumps type deal. They gonna have they backs up against, even if you do like Mike Evans do play with their hammy, and this been the injury that he had previously. Trust me, I know, right? This been the same injury that's been kind of nagging at him.
Yeah, he getting old
for the last 6 years, so he may give it a go, but he may not be able to go all the way. So they may be with the skeleton crew. So I get it. I like that. I'm either going over 53.5 or Bucs plus 6.5. That's the only way that I could really do it. If you're asking me if I had to pick a winner, right, like who just gonna win straight up, I still won't say Tampa Bay, honestly. But I know, man, the Lions look great right now. But something tells me let's see where the money at. As I fire this blunt up, let's see where the money at real quick. Let's see where the money at, right? Yeah. Let's see where. So y'all know who y'all got? Pop said he got the Lions. Phils, you know who you got, Phils? In these jumps? Let's see where the bread is, man. The bread is probably 66% of the money is on Detroit. 34% of the money is on Tampa Bay. Right, so then we got 76% of the money on their over 53.5, what I said. So more than anything, right, people are coming in and betting that over. You got 56% of the money on that spread, that Tampa Bay spread. And then you got 34% on Tampa Bay, 66% on Detroit to win on the money line straight up. So 66% of the people are betting on Detroit. And normally what that means, right, when it's like that, they the favorite because, you know, a lot of people probably, you know, putting them in the parlay type shit because they minus 265. But you probably got all of the money in the world, 76% is on their over, right? So if their game go over 76%, you know, or the people will be, you know, will be right. So, you know, I think it go over, but when I see 76% of it, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it like, yeah, everybody on my side, or you looking at it like, damn, bro, that's a lot of money for that one thing. So that shit might lose because if you win, then Vegas gonna lose a lot of money, right? So just depending on how you look at it. Me, I try not to look at it shit like that. I just take what the fuck I think. But me, a nigga like me thinking the over, they do kind of scare me that everybody else betting the over too. But yeah, I think they're gonna go over. If I had to take a side, I'd go Tampa Bay. And it's probably the value. But I go Tampa Bay. It's probably the value like that. It's probably the gambler in me. Yeah, I'm just not a golf guy. Golf got all the weapons in the world though. Like you got some weapons, boy. Mama St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs. I take them niggas for touchdowns every week. You got all the weapons.
He's a good quarterback, but he a system guy. Ben Johnson is with Caleb now. I mean, shit, he not. If he a front runner, if you look at him to make all these comeback wins, he used to get doing his work and
y'all
get
niggas
ahead and let the running game. But a good quarterback though.
y'all talk so much shit about Jared Goff last week. I ain't saying shit.
Who talk shit about him?
Nah, Jared Goff is we didn't. All I said was he don't got a power or strong arm. I ain't say he was good. He a good quarterback. I ain't say he just don't got a strong arm. Like he ain't the strong arm.
That motherfucker strong enough. Throw that bitch down the field a bit.
Yeah, he can make all the throws. He can make all the throws. Yeah, he can make all the throws. He can make all the throws.
But if it's like that, I'll probably for the
Mama St. Brown got 6 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield leaving TV got 5, but he hurt. Bucket Irvin is out. Oh, Bucket out too. Oh, I ain't peeped that.
Still out.
Oh,
Joe the fucked up.
Man, yeah. So Lions probably go in there. Yeah, Lions go in. Bucket 2. So no receivers, no Bucket. Rashad White. Boom. That's why Rashad White got all that because he don't fucking back.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Trust me, I know.
Damn.
I got Bucky in my fantasy. I've been enduring that shit.
Oh man, that's tough. How the fuck are they 5-1 still, bro? Baker doing some magic. Let's check out Tampa Bay schedule.
Yeah.
Let's check out.
That's why I just can't count them out because it's like shit. You been winning with lead, finding a way.
Beat the Seahawks, Niners. Beat the Shadow. The Seahawks is a good win. I don't give how you get that one. Right. The 49ers, that's a good win.
49ers still a good win. They've been rolling.
They beating good teams when they do win.
Falcons.
Right. So maybe they rise win against good teams type shit. They lost to the Eagles 25-31, so they didn't get blasted, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm biased though, because I like Baker though. I like Baker Mayfield. I am. I'm a Baker guy. I'm a Baker believer.
Hey, on some real shit. What if Baker saw this shit? Same way you and he said like, oh, that's how they thinking of me.
Nah, Baker the type of nigga that do shit. I believe he the type of nigga that do shit like that. I think he see it. I think he look underdog.
I'm
Now,
definitely.
he
You know he look. And he got a chip on his shoulder like a motherfucker. He might be feeling dangerous.
Let's see, DD3. You feeling? Somebody need to ask him. You feeling dangerous?
He might be feeling.
Matter of fact, I'm finna ask you that. He needs to ask you, you feeling dangerous? You feeling dangerous? But I hope so, man. His wideouts ain't there though. Wideouts or running back is gonna be tough. I don't want to bet against Baker. I'm not gonna bet against him. I'm gonna take the over. That's what I'm gonna take. That's my official play. The over for my gamblers, my bettors. My official play is the over in there. The over 53.5. I rather ride with that. Either they both gonna score or the Lions gonna beat the dog shit out of them. Tampa Bay put up 10 points and the Lions gonna score 40 on their head. Or it's gonna happen like I think it's gonna happen, and they both gonna score about 25 to 30, 35, something like that. 25, 30, 30-ish, 33, something like that. I can see a 20 to 30, I can see a 20 to 35, 21, 35. If a blowout happened, right? I can see a 28, 35, because the Detroit Lions didn't drop 50. They put up 50 on the Bears, no remorse.
That's a division game, though, man. That's personal.
This is Monday Night Football.
Yeah, but on division games,
Monday Night Football. Fuck, hey, Pop. Yeah, I get it, division. I get it. Yeah, I get it. The host is watching today. Everybody is watching you today. Every eye is on you today. Monday Night Football. Those divisional games, those are rough and gritty. Ain't nobody seeing those though. But today, Monday Night Football, everybody finna see you display.
And that's when Jared gonna fold. When everybody watches.
That is true. That is exactly true right there.
Look, and that's when when them divisional games, like, bro, he's like, we about to step on your neck, your spinal cord. We gonna twist and turn.
Now, Detroit played bully ball, so Detroit played bully ball. They're a bully ball team. They really at heart they want to run it down your throat with Montgomery and with Gibbs and Montgomery. They want to run it down your throat, and then they put the gadget passing on you and shit like that. They then start running the play action, the gadget passing, shit like that. Start throwing it over your head and shit like that. You know what I mean? But deep down, they really want to run it up your throat with their offensive line that they got led by, Swell. Y'all know who y'all know.
Swell.
I'm trying to say Swell.
Yeah, you had it right. You had it right.
They really want to run it down your throat with that offensive line. Hutchinson and them niggas, them big ass niggas, they do what they want to do. That's why Jared Goff be having all that throw back there. Because he got Charlie, one of the best offensive lines in the goddamn league.
Hell yeah. And he's a play action quarterback.
Yep.
He's a play action quarterback. So he definitely
extremely accurate, extremely smart, good with the pre-read, good with the blitz pickup. That's the pre-read, same shit, but it sound better when you say it different.
Stewart reads fast as hell. It's just that when it's big stage, that nigga
Baker, but look though, game manager let's get into that Cam Newton shit, right? Speaking of the pound, you about the pound. Game manager, game changer.
Baker's a game changer. Golf
is a game manager, and then you got a game change. So we could go in here and be like, yeah, the Lions should win. And then Baker could be like, I still got a speed receiver. Yeah, and I still got Sterling. I still got Sterling who catch across the middle and who's a fucking speed receiver, stupid. Right? So
Tez Johnson gonna abuse on these cornerbacks. Watch.
Right. And then I still got K. Iden who catch everything when I need him. He really don't get love until niggas get hurt, K. Iden. Right? So
he gonna get something today.
Baker got some weapons. Baker one of them niggas that just need to throw deep. If you got a fast nigga, sometimes you just can drop back, you just can throw that bitch over the head sometimes. But that should have worked like twice. This should have worked 2 or 3 times in the game. This should work 2 or 3 times in the game.
Yeah, and if the
defense in every game you're gonna see at least 2 or 3 of those where niggas just get loose behind over their head.
If the defense can
hold, they don't even score all the time. You know what I mean?
If the defense can hold 1 and 2, give Baker good field position.
If they go 1-on-1 all day, Baker go kick their ass. If they just sit back in that zone, they go kick their ass. They better not. They gonna have to mix it. If they think they just go blitz Baker all day, go 1-on-1, they gonna get destroyed. They gonna get destroyed. Now the thing is Tampa Bay small ass defense gonna be able to hold up. Cause they ain't even bad. They built for speed though. You know what I mean? But this may not be the best team for them with how they. I mean, this team is true because they fast, but they really are power. Like they want to. They got fast. They got a fast team that's built for power. Because Gibbs is really a speed back, but we like.
He just good at running
too, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And then you got Amon St. Brown, who built like a running back. That's a wide receiver. Then you got Jameson Wilson, who big as a motherfucker too. You know what I mean? He's 6 foot solid. You know what I mean? He'll speed wide receiver too. You know what I mean? Type shit. But and then you got the big ass offensive line.
Then you got Demo.
Yeah.
You got Montgomery ass.
You got fucking Laporta over there, right? That's who Jared Goff getting out of his yard. His little dump off and shit too. Laporta and Amon St. Brown. All day, just hitting their ass for a little motherfucking 7-8 yard pass. They taking them bitches. They doing what they doing with them. They doing what they doing with them. Some he got Jameson Wilson off last week though. But yeah, man, I got the over in there, bro. I don't trust golf like that for me just be taking them and shit. But I tell you this, and then the crazy part is, y'all can call this hate. Even if they beat them, the whole team still fucking hurt. You know what I mean? So if he lose, he better win. The Lions better win tonight, right? Jared, Detroit, they better win tonight. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking.
I don't know. I need Baker to lose, but I wouldn't bet against him in a game like this. That's on because
I'm not gonna bet against him.
You got one guy that I've seen when the bright lights is on him. I've seen him fold, and then I see another guy when the bright lights. He love that shit. So we'll see. We'll see. These are them games right there. Monday night game. Or everybody like, nigga, this is what you rush home to see, like, who playing? Ooh, what's their record? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Oh, it's a double header too? Let's see.
Double header. Double header.
You know what I'm saying?
Double header. Double header. All right, let's talk about it, man. On double header, we got the Texans versus the Seahawks. I feel like the Seahawks should blast them, right? This line is real favorable towards the Seahawks, right? So I think it's somebody out there that feel like the Texans might get them. I feel like the Texans should be at least 3-2 rather than 2-3, right? Are they dead in the water? They hard to read, but I will tell you who not hard to read, and that's the goddamn Seahawks. You know what I mean? They got Kenneth Walker, they got Charbonnet, they got Smith and Jogba. Now Woody Marks stepped up for Texans, right? Nick Chubb is over there as well. Got Nico Collins back when he on. But you got the Barner boy and you got Cooper Kupp for Seattle, right? I just mentioned Cooper Kupp as an afterthought. You know what I mean? Type deal. And Barner is a backup, right? But he seemed to get off some kind of way in every game, right? He just seemed to make a big play, a big touchdown, a big catch in every game at some point in the game, right? Texans got Jaden Higgins, but it kind of looked like they look a little outmanned to me a little bit. You know what I mean? The Texans, they just look a little outmanned in this game. And they're on the road. They're in Seattle, right? With that, don't Seattle got like the thin air and shit?
The 12th man.
Seattle got the thin air. They got the 12th man in the ring.
I know, but don't Seattle got something like that? What's Seattle advantage? Like Seattle got an advantage, some shit too.
The rain, and it's the way that the stadium is built when it get loud is the way that the stadium
Yeah,
is built.
something. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
so
they say the home of the 12th man.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
The way that the
They
stadium
at
is.
Seattle. They at Seattle, right? So I'm gonna go with Seattle in that. I got Seattle in there. I think comfortably right. Seattle. I would take. I would take the Lions Tampa Bay over in Seattle on the money line, right? Put that shit together plus 200 and then to get you 2 times whatever you bet, right? So if you bet 50, you win 100. If you bet 20, you win 40. You bet 10, you win 20, right? Type deal. I'm gonna run down some touchdowns too after we finish chopping up about this jump out on me too. But I got the Seahawks in that second game. I'm a little more
Mm-hmm.
confident in the Seahawks than I am in a side in that first game. So I'm gonna take the over in that first game. Just be a fan of that, and then hope the Seahawks don't blow it to the Texans, who are in my division. In the late night game, they start at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So they doing that big Seattle time, y'all. That's 8 o'clock West Coast time. So that's prime time for West Coast. This is the prime time Seattle game. So we have to be up for this one if y'all go catch this.
Taking that for this
Or you
shit.
got to put your bets in early, right? But yeah, what y'all got on this? And I got Seattle in there. Oh my bad. Over and under is 41.5. I think Seattle win by 3. I think Seattle win by -3. I think they covered it -3. So you can take -3 or Seattle money line. I'm gonna take one on the money line. Over and under. I feel like an over, but I probably stay away from there. I just go Seattle on the money line. But yeah, what y'all got?
And you can't forget, JSN is playing like one of the best receivers in the league. They gonna put Stingley on him, but he gonna have his hands full. I got Seahawks winning comfortably by at least a touchdown. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I mean, because Seattle defense is pretty solid. If they can't score, meaning Houston, then they gonna be in some trouble. And again, it's in Seattle. I got Seattle. Sam Darnold and them playing well. Cooper Cup, Barner, both running backs get involved. Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. So yeah, I got Seahawks, man. I think they get by at least a touchdown.
You got that timestamp so I can timestamp that at the end. Yeah. What you got on the pop? Who you got in the night game?
I'm gonna take Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah,
Houston on
just
the
cause.
road. Just cause value. So you on what I'm on with the Buccaneers with Houston.
Yeah, I think Houston need this win very, very, very much so.
Yeah, they do. Now they do. They do need to win at 2-3. If their team feel like they gonna do something this season, which I do think they do, they got to do something. This game, they got to win this game to go 3-3. Because 2-4 just don't. That ain't it. They don't look as good. 2-4, you start to put yourself in the hole. And the closer you get to 6, 7, 8 losses, because 8 is the death penalty, right? It used to be 8. Now it could be 9, right, with the extra week, but 8 used to be the death penalty, right? You get to 8 wins, you can kind of chop that shit up. You're gonna need a lot of shit to happen at 8 and 8, right? So you don't want to get the 4 losses in the first 6 weeks because you're halfway to the death penalty. That's how the coach used to say it to me. You know what I mean? The death penalty won 16 for us. The death penalty was like 4 because we had like 10 games, right? 10, 12 games. So it was like 4. Like you get to 5, 6, you get to about 6 losses, you chop that shit up. You know what I mean? It's over with. It's over with. You go 6-6 in that league, you ain't. It's a wrap. You need Jesus if you get 4 losses, right? So their penalty was 4 for us, right? Once we get to 2 losses, fights increase. Cause you know what I'm saying? Because the death penalty was about 4. Because you get 5, it's pretty much you need help after that. You know what I mean? It's really over with when you get to 5. Honestly, But yeah, man. So yeah, Texans facing the NFL. Their penalty is 8. They'll be halfway there. You don't want to be halfway there in week 6. That ain't good. You know what I mean?
And you still got to play.
I got
still
the
got
Seahawks off.
division to play out too after that. So you win a tough division already. Or well, I mean, with at least two teams like.
I'll just say considering that Jags and Colts got 6 and 4 wins, and you got 2. So this will put you behind. This will put you more than halfway behind the 8-ball. You know what I mean? So this puts you behind the 8-ball right here for sure. This puts you behind the 8-ball for sure. Right? You'll be in Tennessee Titan territory.
Yeah, so you kind of got to win this game. Like, I get it. The Seahawks are good, but bro, you got to be like, nigga, we in the NFL too. Heard.
Yeah.
And CJ Stroud should definitely. He should definitely be like, yeah, I'm one of them quarterbacks too in this league now. Fuck this old nigga Sam.
Yeah, now he actually was considered like CJ was top 5, and then Jaden Daniels kind of took that spot from him, right? But I think CJ right there. I think he right there. I think he right outside the top 5. He's a top 10 quarterback. I think it's not debatable. He's a top 10 quarterback, but I think he right there outside the top 10. He was my 5 before Jaden Daniels came and had that year, right? But yeah, like you said, man, yeah, CJ got to reclaim his state as top 5, even though this is for 3rd year, right? So yeah, he got he's 6, right? But you one of the top guys, so you got to stay there.
Shit, I'm going to jump at 3. How about that? Jump at 3, nigga. Prove you one of them.
It was that rookie year beat that rookie year beat. That rookie year be crazy, right? People getting here, they had those good rookie years. Then people put all these expectations on them, and then but I think CJ handled it as well as you could handle it. He handled it as well as you can handle it. Right? I don't think his play has been terrible, especially given his situation. He's not in the greatest situation, But
yeah, Houston is.
He did, he working with what he can work with. But I think they lose tonight, though. I like CJ. I am a CJ supporter. I do like CJ Stroud since Ohio State. I hate he win in my division, right? But it is what it is. But I do mess with CJ, though. But yeah, I think they might get blasted tonight, though. I feel a blasting coming, as we like to say in the South. I think I feel a blasting coming. You know what I mean? I don't know if Phil's rolled off yet, but you want to do Thursday night game real quick, Pop? Want to do Thursday night game real quick?
Hey, yeah.
Are you here? Who you got, Phil's? Seahawks, Texas. Seahawks, Texans, Houston.
No, I did. I said Seahawks by at least a touchdown. Remember, I said Seahawks by at least a touchdown. I went first.
Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. So Phil's got Seahawks. I'm on Seahawks. Pop on the Texans. Fuck it. I'm quit being a little hoe, right? I'm on the Bucks. Y'all on the Lions. Y'all on the Lions, right? I got the over as my bet though, but I'm on the Bucks though as far as my side pick, right? Bucks 6.5 work 2 if you bet. But yeah. Y'all got Lions in that in the first game?
Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks in the first game.
Got the Bucks in the first game?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna take the rival. I'm gonna take the Lions. Fuck it.
Got the Lions?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions. I ain't taking the rival. No.
Yeah. Who you got for the Lions, Bucks in the first game? Lions at home. Bucks on the road. Bucks really hurt. Like, I understand everybody taking the Lions. I do. I get it. I'm betting the over though, right? I'm betting the over, but my side pick because I ain't no hope, right? Take the Bucks.
I like Baker, man, too. I want to roll with him because I'm just seeing him. If it comes down to it, I know he gonna take the shot. You know what I'm saying? I know he can get it done with Ted Johnson and because I've been peeping these secondaries of these teams, and I've been looking at the lines like they be having their moments, and you don't want to have a moment today. Don't have one of them moments, and let Baker beat you without all these weapons. I'm gonna take the lines, but I'm kind of iffy on it. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm really 50-50 on it, but I'm gonna go with the lines.
Yeah.
I'm really 50-50. Like it's like one of them.
Yeah. Lions at home, man. I get anybody picking the Lions. I get it makes sense. I'm just like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna take the gunslinger. I'm gonna take Brett Favre, little nephew, over Alex Smith, little nephew. Shit. But yeah, man, and we are, and we got me and Phil's got Seahawks in the night game, and Pop got the Texans. Just to give y'all some props real quick, right? You know, y'all come through the live. I'm probably be live tonight when this shit pop. I'm probably live tonight. Yeah, for the Monday night game. Yeah, since we don't got contender series on Tuesdays no more. Yeah, so we'll do the Monday night footballs. I pick some NBA games, and, whatnot, certain days throughout the week, right? We can go get jiggy with that. But Jamar Gibbs touchdown out the rip. It's minus 290. Matter of fact, Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown, right? Jared Goff to throw one to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's do that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, tutty. Because if you go throw one, it's going to be the damn near St. Brown, unless it's like a fucking 40, 50-yard bomb to Williams, because that's usually how they connect together, right? But Amon-Ra St. Brown for the tutty. I think Gibbs go get it too, but Gibbs' odds ain't as good. So, maybe you want to go both of them type deal, Gibbs and St. Brown together. Because if the Lions are going to win, they're going to score a lot of points. And, both those guys probably go score. If it's a lower scoring game, the Bucks got a chance. But if the Bucks can't score, then it's probably over with for them. Because they're not like their defense is good, but they small. This is like kind of a bad matchup for their defense. But I think it's gonna be some points though. So Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown. I say Rashad White is kind of the easiest one because he's the most healthiest nigga on the team, right? Tez Johnson is plus 460 for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 460. For a touchdown.
I think that's
3 games. Same, given the fact that he probably go play a lot, right? So
he is. And they got like at least 40 yards over the last 3 games. Yes. So Baker going to him. Baker definitely going to him. He didn't get some receptions. He ain't yard.
White touchdown. Right, and I'm not gonna lie, Tez Johnson is gonna be my value touch. K Iden is plus 145, right? Mike Evans. I'm not sure if Mike Evans is he gonna play, is he gonna be healthy, right? I really don't want to pick an injured player, right? And maybe he go out here and bust ass. If he go out here and bust ass, just gonna be even better for our over and for my Buccaneers pick, right? But I'm gonna stay away from him as far as the betting aspect go, right? Tez Johnson touchdown is Sterling Sharp touchdown is plus 240. So Sterling and Johnson touchdowns, I think are worth a play. You know what I mean? I think it's worth a play. Just like value wise to play on your own. If you want to play those two by yourself, I think those worth the shot. Rashad White is plus 110, St. Brown is plus 120, Gibbs is plus 195. And if the game plan is completely to keep Rashad White out of the end zone, then that will free up, some of our singles, which I'm about to drop in this joint. Now, Johnson is plus 460. I got to play that. He scored last week, by the way, so it being 460. Right, you probably want to play that while it's low. For like just to give you, that means if you play Ted Johnson touchdown, if you put 10 on it, you'll win 56, like by itself type deal. So if you put that with like St. Brown or Gibbs, that can get you nice little bread, right? So I'm dropping the bets on the ball and blunt, so people can be like, T, you ain't do the yes I did. Come to ball and blunt. Nope. Now you got to go listen to ball and blunts. I guess on phone. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Yes, I did do it. Some ball and blunts, G. That's why I'm gonna do my daily bets and shit, right? My daily bets. We got a couple of NBA games we go run off. But yeah, Johnson and Sterling and Shepard. Those my value jumps out of there. Right. So when you say it by itself, that means play it by itself, right? But I like Sterling, Gibbs, and White. If you want to run those together, you can. You can play those by itself too, right? But those are like minus 110, plus 110. So White is plus 110 by himself, right? But I think those, maybe you just put those together, have you a little fun because the odds will be crazy on that. Matter of fact, let me tell you the odds on that. All right, real quick on those three together. And again, if you want to play one of them, Rashad White got the best odds. I think Gibbs is a lock though, but he minus 195. And the moment St. Brown is minus 120. You put those three together, they get you the plus 547. Meaning if you put $10 on that, you'll win $4, right? So if you put 5 on it, you'll win 30. If you put 5 on Johnson, you'll win like 20. You'll win like 24. That's either $24 or $26. My brain is fucking with me right now. But if you put 5 on Johnson, it's like 24 or $26, somewhere up in there. I'm gonna say 25. Fuck it, we go around it. But it's something like that, 460. I think it's like 24 some change, right? So like $25 or something like that, right? 5 with Johnson. But 10 with Johnson, I win you 56, right? But it's some nice little hitters on this jump tonight, though. This is my first time looking at it, y'all, by the way, with y'all right now. It's my first time looking at it. I like it. Then you still got K. Iden sitting right there at plus 145, right? Tight end. If anybody go score, ooh, it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna drop those in there for y'all. But I got y'all 2 value plays, and then if you put those 3 touches together, Brown, Gibbs, I think both of them score for the Lions because shit, that's what they do. And then you got White. If White don't get in the end zone, the Buccaneers go get smacked. And 9 times out of 10, right, he gonna be the main option. 9 times out of 10. He got let's see how many tutties Rashad White got so far. He ain't been starting the whole season, right? So we gotta take that into account as well. Right. Let's see where Rashad White is. He got 4. Yeah, I'm going with him. That's all I need to see. Yeah, he got 4 already. We're going with him, right? Yeah, Rashad White. Plus 110. You can play him by himself, right? That's decent value. Plus 110, decent value, right? But put them 3 together, they get you the plus 550 right there, right? I would say that's the move. And then Tez Johnson Shepard by himself. Next game, man. Seahawks and Texans. I mean, Smith and Jogba. Then you got Charbonnet and Walker. It's kind of hard to tell who gonna really get the touchdown out of them 2 sometimes. But Smith and Jogba at plus 135. I like that. I like the Smith and Jogba. Right. Would I put something with? I would say maybe Smith and Jogba, Tutty.
Mm-hmm.
Nico probably gonna get loose, but I don't know. Let's go. I'm gonna go Smith and Jogba, Tutty, and I'm gonna go to these quarterbacks. Right. Let's do this. I'm gonna give y'all one touch. I'm gonna give y'all some props in this because I like these quarterbacks. Right. I think these quarterbacks do work. In fact, I know they do work. So I'm gonna take both quarterbacks to throw for 200. Right. So I'm gonna go Smith and Jogba touchdown. And I'm gonna take both quarterbacks. I'm probably shorting them folks, but they probably go. I'm gonna take Darnold to throw for 225. And then I'm gonna take CJ to throw for 200. And then I'm gonna go Smith and Jogba touchdown. That's how we gonna do that. And that'll get us a plus 380. And let's go Seahawks for the win. Let's go Seahawks for the win. We throw that in there too. And that'll get us where we need to get to. 580. See how that shit work? So Smith and Jogba touchdown. Right, that's plus 135. I'm gonna think of a value touchdown for y'all in a second. I'm gonna drop a lay in here. I'm gonna give y'all the business. I'm gonna give y'all business on the ball and bust before we go to the NBA. And then I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all should have came. Now y'all gotta go watch that jump. I'm gonna go, yeah, fool, you gotta go check that jump there. I got it I'm timestamping too, because I ain't gonna give a nigga no excuse. I'm a timestamp it too, because I ain't gonna give you no excuse. So we got CJ 200, Donna 200, Smith touchdown. I'm gonna put Smith in because I'm tired of typing in Jogba in this big. Smith NJ touchdown, and then we gonna go Seahawks on the line, man. And that'll get you to plus 580. So that's an even bigger one, right? Then the beginning, which is the night game, which is what you want on the night game, right? Because if the first game go well, right, then you know you can bet again on the night game. But if you want, man, you could take that over, and you could take Seattle money line, put that together. Seattle -3, for my sharp betters. I gave away sharp picks. I gave away parlays. Can't beat it with a stick. You don't like it, you know the rest. Not just playing. But I let's get to the NBA. Now we talked about opening day a little bit already, but we'll hit on it a little bit. Opening day is tomorrow, but I want to get into like the official opening day for Wednesday. But opening day is tomorrow, right? It's real. We got Thunder and the Rockets. And remember, we was having this conversation about the Rockets being the big underdog. The line has came down on the Rockets a little bit, right? So a little money has came in on the Rockets. So they're a little less of a dog, but still pretty big. And then we got the Lakers and Golden State. No LeBron James. The Lakers at home, and the Lakers are the underdog right now versus Golden State. The Lakers was the favorite at first, so that means money is coming in on the Lakers. Is anybody hurt? Anybody out? Is Luka here? Luka Doncic is playing. Luka Reed, DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, so people are taking the Warriors right now. Lakers the underdog. I ain't gonna lie, the Lakers being the dog, I might have to put a little some on the Lakers. Matter of fact, I got the Lakers over Golden State. We'll start with the late game. We're gonna get into it, right? Thunder Rockets is the first game. I started with the Lakers already, right? But I got the Lakers, man. It could be underdog money. Lakers at home too. It really don't matter, right? Golden State playing the Warriors, them fans can travel, right? But Lakers at home, Lakers will have some pride, right? The Warriors, do the Warriors have the depth pieces? How Kuminga, right? Brad Podziemski, are those the guys that's go do it behind Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry? Some people feel like Jimmy Butler may not even be able to do it as a second option, right? Those the people that's really go do it. I'm gonna put my money on Luka. I'm gonna put my money on Austin Reeves. I'm gonna put my money on DeAndre Ayton. I'm gonna put my money on Rui Hachimura. Marcus Smart looked good in the only preseason game he played, which was the last one, and he came out and showed y'all, I can still kind of do this shit a little bit. So fuck it, man. I'm gonna take the Lakers at underdog money at this point. Give them the underdog as the favorite. I want to quick to do it, but I take the Lakers as the dog in that thing. Let me get the football shit up off here. And I'm gonna stop the football. I guess I stopped it around 2:16 or something like that.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got LA's there, bro. Do not count on Jimmy. Yeah, but I got LA. What's good, Stay? I got LA in that game since I started there, right? I got LA over Golden State at home. The spread is -2.5. Golden State plus 2.5 Lakers. So you could take Lakers on the line. You could take the Lakers with the +2 if you want the points in your pocket, right? So that means if the Lakers lose 118 to 120, that means you will win or something like that. If they lose 120, 121, you'll win. But I say shit, just take them on the money line straight up. The over and under is 225. Do both of those teams eclipse 120, 100 and I said 20, I'm shit. 113 points. With both those teams score 113, I think both those teams eclipse 113. You gotta count Luka for at least like 30, right? Luka for like 12 assists, right? So Luka go put up about 60 total points by itself. You got Rui Hachimura over there, oh Lord, right? You got Austin Reeves, that's at least 20, right? You got Gabe Vincent playing pretty good off the bench, right? Marcus Smart, right? 9 and 10, you know what I mean? So I think they go be able to put some points on the board. I think Golden State. The question is gonna be Golden State because you got Curry, you got Draymond over there. How good is Draymond's offense? You got Jimmy, right? How much is Jimmy go want it first game of the season? You know what I mean? How is he? He playoff Jimmy, right? How locked in is he gonna be there? Let's Golden. Who is going to anchor the middle for Golden State? Right? Who is the anchor in the middle for Golden State? Lakers got.
I don't think they found that out yet. And just off just Golden State may catch a groove like second month of the season, but right about now, this game like opening night, I'm taking the Lakers. I feel like Luka. I mean, they team. You already know how I feel about the team. We gonna see because LeBron. They say LeBron could be out like a month and a half, bro.
I think Slick longer than that.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what the team look like when Luka running it. And now Luka plays totally different. He is ball dominant, but he likes to throw alleys. He likes to pass too. He has you know what happens if you're not out there on him, if he catches fire. So I mean, and he's playing with he's playing with Austin Reeves too. And I think they're gonna be a little faster, a little bit more. I ain't gonna say finesse, but it's gonna look a little bit more fluent. I think the Lakers gonna win probably by like really like 15, but at the end of the game probably like 8. Or I feel like because the Lakers they can play small ball, but then when they go with their centers, it's gonna be a problem. And then the centers know how to damn run and jump and play defense too. So I mean, you're gonna be covering Luka on his deficiencies, if you say so. Well, how we probably would say. Covering his deficiencies on defense and on offense, letting him get busy.
Yo, you hear me? I bet
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But yeah, that's what I see. Ain't much
So
to
we
that.
both going with LA. We both going with LA in there, Johnny sound like. Right? So
Yep.
I got Lakers on the money line with that plus money, man. They had plus 112. So we went with that, right? So then we put money in our pocket, right? Not huge underdog, right? But maybe we kind of wait to see if the line keep going down, right? Maybe more people come and they bet on Golden State. So if it start to go, down like plus 150, 170, then hell yeah, right? I mean, plus because we won, right? We get more money. But if it start to go back up towards like plus 105, plus 100, then you might want to go ahead and jump on that, right? But I like the Lakers on that money line. It's about 216, right? NFL pick in 2. I'm gonna drop this in here too. Oh damn, it made pop small. Yeah, my bad. NFL pick in, so I don't forget that, because I'm gonna timestamp that in when I finish. But yeah, so I got the Lakers money line, that Lakers versus Golden State. If we're looking at some props, I give y'all some props too, man. So we got a couple games to get through, right? So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long on this. I feel like DeAndre Ayton gonna want to make a big impression, right? He'll want to make a big impression. So I think he'll find a way to muster himself to a double-double. So I want to see what DeAndre Ayton double-double is. I'm thinking we may be able to get plus money. No, they said stupid, but we ain't that stupid, right? It's minus 115, pretty good odds, but not plus money. Thought I had me one. They said no, sir, you don't. Okay. That's a nice bet though. Plus minus 115 is a nice bet, but you'll probably have to put that with one other thing to really
I
get you
think
to
he
where you
18
want.
and 12,
That's
bro.
it.
I tell you, I think off the rip, he 18 and 12.
And that's exactly what we gonna do, right? So we gonna take Aiken double,
Hey,
right?
word. I think he's 18 and 12.
First leg in the parlay. All right.
I think he good money with that. 18 and 12. And that's just starting off. He may become like not the betting part of this, but like later on in the season, I could see him being like 22, 23, and like, you know what I'm saying, 10, 11, 12 rebounds a game, probably 2 blocks. Like I can see it. Like if they can, like, get him to buy in on, hey man, this is it right now. Now you get to show who you really are. We may get the, if you was an LA fan, you may be looking for that bubble AD. You may get that with A, where everything but shoot the 3 like AD he can do that you want him to do. You know what I'm saying? Play big, not be hurt. Don't let niggas body him. You know what I'm saying? And he's big enough that like Joker not gonna be able to do him the same way that he was doing AD. So that used to hurt a lot. So you'll see.
Yeah. I like the Lakers in that. I like the Lakers in that open night matchup. I love the Lakers at that underdog, spot at home in their first matchup. Given that the Warriors are void of a big, and the Lakers have Aiken, the Lakers have Hayes off the bench, and then we got Rui down there, right? Who's bigger than Draymond Green, right? Right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And you just got so many guys who, you know, are the same size or bigger than their big. You got Trace Jackson off the bench who's 6'9". He's the same size as Rui, right? You know what I mean? So I feel like the Golden State still got a big void to fill in the middle. Steph Curry can Steph Curry, right? So, but I feel like Luke and Steph Curry, they gonna be what and what. They gonna match one another. Austin Reeves gonna be able to match or surpass Jimmy Butler, right? And then the Lakers got DeAndre Aiken. Draymond Green gonna have to, neutralize DeAndre Aiken. And then
good
I
luck.
think after that, I trust the bench starters a lot more. I mean, I trust the bench of the rotation a lot more. The Ruiz, the Down Connects, the Marcus Smarts, the Gabe Vincents, the Jared Vanderbilts, those guys. I trust those guys a little more than I trust, you know, Trace Jackson, Brad Pozemski, Moses Moody. I'm just not quite there with. I don't think Brad Pozemski, right, is it. I don't think he's going to be the guy that take the torch after Steph Curry. I know that he said he'll love to be the guy, and I think he needs to quit dreaming. You know what I mean? You can't even carry Clay gym bag, and it's apparent now that you can't carry Clay gym bag. Clay still doing better than you at the age that he's still like. They could have kept Clay for what you doing. They got rid of Clay for nothing because you not doing shit. Right? That team is struggling right now because you are not doing shit. You the one that they started. I could blame it on Moody. Moody ain't developed. Yeah, but you've been in the starting lineup, not Moody. Moody been doing what he can do with what he can do. Kaminga been on that bench. I can't blame it on Kaminga because you the guy that's been consistently in the starting lineup, Brad Pozemski. Not them. They've been suppressing them actually for you. Because I think if you start Kaminga, maybe Kaminga will play different. He be get. I don't give a fuck. Brad don't be doing. I ain't gonna do that because Brad can't play. He's just a bench player. But anyway, that ain't it. He ain't the Steph Curry. He ain't it. Right. He might come out here and drop 25 this against them. Right. I doubt it though. Right. I doubt it. Right. But he gonna be open, right? So he should if he could get close to that, that what Clay used to average, right? You in the Clay spot, technically you is nigga, you in the two. Shoot, you the starting shooting guard. You in the Clay spot.
Well, I think they got start. I think they got Buddy Hill start.
Beautiful.
They might. I think they got Buddy Hill start. If he ain't hurt, I think
Buddy
so.
the three. So who the three? Because Kamunga off the bench. So Buddy might be the three then.
Somebody in there. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna have that starting lineup going. They gonna be trying to figure that shit out like the first month.
They've been mixing it up in the preseason because everybody ain't been playing together. But Brad been starting though. I know that. I ain't sure if it's at the 2 or the 3 though, because you could be right about Buddy had been in lineup because Buddy, he played the 3 too. He like 6'5", 6'6", so he be playing the 3 and shit too, type deal. So yeah, he do like he probably is star. But yeah, I don't believe in Brad. I don't believe in Trace Jackson. I think Moody is okay. I think Moody a decent player, but he not gonna shine there. I think Kaminga is actually pretty good, but that's not gonna be enough. If Kaminga take that, and if Kaminga becomes Jamal Crawford, right? Maybe I should give him a different. If Kaminga becomes that 6th man, right? Then maybe if he becomes the Lou Will, the Jamal Crawford, the what's the good wing that came out, the Havlicek, right? For them old Boston days, right? If he becomes
Yeah.
a fucking Havlicek off the bench, then maybe,
Oh shit.
right? Then maybe they got a shot. But I got them getting their ass bust up overnight. So give me the Lakers on the overnight. And then we got a more competitive game, right? I think Houston versus OKC, where it's a little more split, right? Do you believe in the new United built Houston Rockets, or do you believe in the good old youngest championship winning team in the league, OKC? Was OKC year a fluke, or they're just me pushing that narrative because they're young, and I still don't see how all them damn just bench players just magically came together and won a goddamn game when they ain't really got nobody who you you would consider a superstar coming off their bench. But they came together and they made that thing happen. They play consistently all year. And when you got Shea and you got Jay out there, right, doing the things that they be doing, then you know you might win you a ring, right? And they got, I ain't gonna lie, I doubt them the whole year. I'm still kind of doubting them. I can see, right? Because I'm taking the Rockets. I'm taking the new chick on the block. Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
see,
taking the new chick on the block.
it definitely
You know
gonna
what I
find.
mean? OKC is at home, right? You know what I mean? I won't be surprised if OKC come out here and beat the Rockets, right? The Rockets got some chemistry issues. The Rockets missing Fred Van Fleet. They missing the Tyrone Easton game time decision, the Ken Completer game time decision, all that good stuff, right? I don't give a damn about none of that. I see the Rockets as the underdog, and the gambler in me, I cannot pass that up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all a parlay too for that Laker game. I'm just talking my ass out right now. You can take the Lakers, Luka 25, and DeAndre Aiken double if you want to, right? You can take that if you want to. But I'll drop it in the chat when I close it out with the pick. But and the rest of them, I'm not gonna give y'all props on the rest of the picks we make. We just gonna run through the games. You know what I mean? Real quick. Not gonna give y'all picks on. I'm just giving y'all props on this because this is tomorrow. Uh, so y'all just have to come through, if I go live for the NBA Wednesday night, which I probably am, man. Y'all know. Which I'm gonna figure it out. I might just drop, a pick video. We'll figure it out, man. I might just drop the picks on the post. We'll figure it out. I might just do it live. We might have to ball and blunts every day. But anyway, I digress. Uh Houston versus OKC. The over is 227, right? I like the over. Things gonna be a lot of scoring in that. That'll be my main play, right? I like Houston with the underdog money at plus 245. I can't not take that. KD, Amen Thompson. Right. You know what I mean? I like that. Max, you add that with Segan. You add that with fucking Segan, like that is crazy, right? Or you know what I mean? Now Tyree Easton, I think he gonna be a nice little piece. He could be hurt, but you just play Amen Thompson longer. And I haven't even mentioned Jabari Smith Jr., who's the wild card now, is because that boy is balling. So that Houston team, I'm a believer. I don't even got to see a game yet, right? And I ain't even the biggest KD fan, but I know what I see. I think that team make the playoffs without KD. And then you add KD to that with a better Amen Thompson, with a better Jabari Smith Jr. Because I've been watching preseason ball, and you can't put a whole lot into a preseason ball, but you sure can put a lot into a nigga being able to dribble, pass, shoot, and dunk that motherfucker consistently through the preseason, right? you most definitely can. It is, and you can always the preseason. Do you watch the preseason? The starters play the first half, my guy. Yeah, so these boys been on fire. KD has fit in seamlessly, right? I wish Van Fleet was here, boy. I wish I could see this finished product. Hate that. We're gonna talk about another team on the Wednesday slate, the Mavericks, a little later about another player. I wish I could see the finished product, right? But I wish I could see this finished product with the Rockets. But I'm gonna take them shorthanded over the defending champion. I sound like Pop talking about the Philadelphia Eagles when I talk about the OKC Thunder, don't it? But anyway, I digress. I got the Houston Rocket beating the OKC Thunder, man, because Kevin Durant, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith. No, I'm just playing. Because I think they got more weapons. I think they deeper. I just think they're a little deeper, Pop. I just think they're a little deeper, man.
I'm picking Houston. Well, okay. They playing the OKC ring ceremony. Yeah, I'm picking Houston, man. I just feel like Houston gonna figure it out. Or especially with like if they evenly match and then at the end of the game you throw in KD, I'm taking that, man. Or I feel like this is second coming of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this team construction, man. So yeah, I got them to get the big underdog win on opening night. Maybe you could say it's a value thing. Maybe you could say I'm giving them too much credit with KD. I also think if you don't want to take them to win outright, I also think they covered at 7.5, right? You can't beat that shit with a stick, right? You get the Houston Rockets plus 7.5. You could take either of those. I think either of those suffice for my gamblers. If you want to go 7.5, you can do that too, right? But I do like Houston for the win. I may end up betting the 7.5. I may end up going Lakers and Houston because they both underdogs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go Lakers, Houston together, put that in one. They both dogs. That should get us something nice, right? Then I'm gonna put my props. You know what I mean? Figure out how I'm gonna do that. Y'all gonna have to tune in, for the for live for the final bets. Y'all know I'm probably ain't gonna be live. Y'all know me. I'm gonna be live, bro. Because it's basketball. That shit is ebbs and flows. That's literally the sport that you need to be live betting basketball because that shit happens fast. You know what I mean? But I digress, man. If you want to, you could throw Shay in there too for 25. Shay 25 easy for a little fun to get a little juice on your parlay, right? Which I'm gonna drop at the end. I'm gonna give y'all some threes, some fours to take home, right? Some twos. I just told y'all the two. Lakers, OKC. You can take the points. OKC. You can go Lakers money line, right? You could go Lucas score 25. OKC plus. Houston 7.5. Right. That's why I meant Houston. 7.5. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a good ass game, and it's gonna be the first game to start the year off. Houston versus OKC. Kevin Durant is going back to the Thunder to see the Thunder get a fucking ring, y'all. Y'all think he's trying to lose that game? Y'all think Kevin Durant trying to lose that game? Ain't nobody even talked about that yet. Because we be on it over here. He's going back to see OKC hang a banner. The team that drafted him. He gonna have front row seats to see a banner get hung at the team that drafted him, and he had nothing to do with it. Are you even the greatest player to come from OKC? So he ain't gonna lose that game. Now with all this on the line, you can say what you want, man. That ain't nothing. That ain't something small. That ain't something small.
After running the banner with Golden State and then running off to Brooklyn to try to get one and then trying to get one in Phoenix. Yeah, we got one without you.
Yeah.
And we're going to get up opening night and everybody going to get their rings opening night. That's some shit right there, man.
In your face. In your face. All right, man. So we want to talk about a couple Wednesday night games, right? So we gave y'all a lot of pictures that I think we went the same way on there, right? We both went Lakers, we both went Houston, right? So we locked in on that. So for people who like, when the hosts and shit agree, we agree on that one. Opening night, we both got LA, we both got Houston, right? There's a couple games I want to talk about on that Wednesday night slate, which is officially opening day for all the teams, right? A couple Wednesday night games I want to talk about: Kings, Suns, Cavs, Knicks, Heat, Magic, San Antonio, Mavs, Jazz, and the Clippers. Right. We'll start with the Kings and the Suns. This is one of those games where it's like question marks around both these teams. Optimism with the Kings, a little bit of optimistic mystery, right? With the Suns. I think this right here will probably be a king spot for me if I had to go either or, right? And the Kings are the underdog, right? The Suns are at home, right? Plus 186. The Kings will be the dog, but I think the Kings are a little deeper, right? It's early in the season, but the Kings are a team where I think this team is good, man. At least they got the players to be good, at least, right? They got enough talent to damn sure make a splash. So I'm gonna go with the Kings over the Suns in that. It's a deep team. I think the Kings have made some good picks, some good trades as of late, and this is the time for it to gel. They got Sabonis, they got Zach LaVine, they got Malik Monk over there, they got DeMar DeRozan over there. They developed Keon Ellis, the guard off the bench. They just drafted Nick Clifford out of Colorado State. He been putting on, the summer league in the preseason. Probably gonna have to play, some minutes. They brought in Dennis Schroeder as well, right? So they got, some pieces there. They got a lot of talent. Their team is deep. I got the Kings over the Suns.
Don't forget, they just got Russell.
Yeah, boom, they just signed Russell Westbrook as well, right? The Suns got Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, Grayson Allen, right? Russ O'Neal is still over there in the mix. In the paint, they got Mark Williams and Nick Richards, right? So two pretty solid, big men, different style of game, different styles, right? Drew Eubanks is the other big man for the Kings, and also Dario Saric along with Sabonis. Let me make sure that Sabonis is playing because he set out the last preseason game, but it could be, just the last preseason game. Right. But maybe that's why the Kings are the underdog, right? Because I thought the Kings would have been the favorite in that matchup, but they're the dogs. Let me see, is that because Saric is hurt? Let me see, is that because not Saric, is that because of Sabonis? Yeah, Sabonis is out. So Sabonis is injured, right? Sabonis has a hamstring and will be reevaluated in 1 week. So Sabonis is going to miss opening day. So no Sabonis for the Kings. That's why they're the underdog. Westbrook is a game time decision. He's probably going to play. You really don't know the playbook, but he's Russell.
Hold on, but what you call got fuck. They got they backup center. They just got the Kings.
They got Saric and Drew Eubank. Dario Saric and Drew Eubank. I'm thinking Keegan Murray is also hurt for the Kings. Right. So the Kings are going to let's check. The Kings are going to be a little light at big man Saric, Eubank. They got Maxine Raynard. They just drafted the 7-1 guy out with that Indiana or Stanford. Raynard out of Stanford, the big 7-1 boy, right? So he may have to get some tick, right, at center. I would think he would get some tick at center, right? So he may be thrust into it a little earlier, right? I like Nick Clifford, the guy out of Cleveland State, out of Colorado State. Okay, so no Sabonis makes that a little different, right, with the Suns, but I really can't, put my money on the Suns either, like right now, because I'm not really sure how good they go. This still might be an even matchup, right? Because you got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Malik Monk just moving to the starting lineup now, right? And then you're going to have Saric and Eubank down there. So pretty much, man, it's going to be DeMar DeRozan, Monk, and LaVine, bro. They're going to be putting in work. Them not having the bonus makes it a little different, but I'm still going Kings. I'm gonna take the Kings underdog money still, man. I got the Kings versus the Suns. Right?
Do they still have Valanciunas? Do they still have Valanciunas, or did he leave?
Nah, he gone. Valanciunas is gone.
Valanciunas is gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if they had Valanciunas just for purposes.
Now they got Saric and Drew Eubank. That's a question mark too, but them big man, that's questionable, bro. The big man gonna be questionable as fuck. You right about that.
Yeah, so, that was
and then this guy Richards and then Mark Williams, right? But Dylan Brooks. After that, they small. After those two big hitters, they small. So they both really got two big men apiece. So I think it becomes a small man game after that. And and I think the starting small man is about even. You got Devin Booker, right? You can match him with LaVine or DeRozan. Then you got Dylan Brooks and Grayson Allen. Pop, I'm taking Malik Monk and LaVine, right? Or Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan. If you match him, if LaVine or Booker, if DeRozan or LaVine can match Booker, the next two, LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, I'm taking them over Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks. And Dylan Brooks, I think, is going to be pretty good this year, but I'm still going to take, the depth of the Kings. Kings got good depth, and they got the young bull coming off the bench. I think it'll be pretty good. Nick Clifford. And I haven't even mentioned Dennis Schroeder yet, right? So they got Dennis Schroeder as well. So I think that team's depth to be able to get them through it. I'm going to take the Kings, you know what I mean, with the dog money, man. I got the Kings at plus 152 on that, even without Sabonis. Fuck it. Fuck, I got the Kings over the Suns, man. Who you got popping that jump?
I got the Kings.
I got the Kings, and I got Zach LaVine. I got Zach LaVine to score 20 points, and I got DeMar DeRozan to score 20 points. Give me both of them for 20.
I just want to see them play first. I want to see how they look together because even with the bench,
I already know. Yeah. I already know. Yep. That's the game where I think both those teams are looking for themselves, though. A little bit. Both of them.
So yeah, they're gonna figure it out. Like which one of them teams is like that. But
Yep.
that's gonna be a crazy team. That's gonna be a game that I'm taking the Kings on that one. Ooh, the next one.
Yep. We
Thank
got
you, English.
Cavs, and then we got the Knicks, man. The Knicks are at home. The Cavs are a slight underdog at plus 102. The Knicks are minus 120. I think that's mostly because, baby, the Knicks are at home. That's actually a small favorite to be at home. Uh, how is the Jordan Clarkson experience going to work? I think because the Cavaliers are already more adjusted at playing together. I'm going to go to Cavaliers on opening night over the Knicks at home. The Knicks are better at home, so I'm going to take the Knicks to lose on the road that first game to the Cavaliers because I think they're a little more, they got to work in Jordan Clarkson, right? That's given that everybody is healthy, right? So Cavs, Knicks, man, I'm thinking, Cavs over the Knicks at that. Who you got, Pop?
I hope you know what I'm gonna pick against them just so they can win, and they need to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Cavs so the Knicks can win at home. I'm gonna pick the Cavs. Word.
Right.
Plus,
I
I don't
want to
want.
see how that bench go gel a little bit. How seamless Clarkson can fit. The bench was their problem last year. The bench was weak. You bring in Clarkson, you bring in Brogdon. Brogdon retired, so I'm just go with the team that's more put together right now.
You said Brogdon did what?
Retired. Yeah, he
Oh,
retired.
oh man, damn. He said, oh, damn. Okay, so yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Um, I mean, I would want the Knicks to win the home game, home opener. So New York will have some pride, but the Cavs, oh boy. So I'm gonna pick. I do want the Knicks to win, but I'm gonna pick the Cavs.
All right, then we got the Heat, Miami Heat versus the Orlando Magic. Want to talk about this one a little bit? The Magic are at home, and I'm gonna be going with the Magic. Right, I think this gonna be the one where me and Pop split on. Right, I'm gonna go with the Magic at home. I think that Magic team is gonna be pretty good. They gelling a little faster than I thought they would, at least in the preseason. Right, the Heat add Norman Powell. Right, I think that's a good addition. No Tyler Hero. Right, so they'll be without Tyler Hero. I don't think Norman Powell is going to have a problem taking those shots, right? The problem, like Bam, you got Bam in the mix as well. But who is going to, be that third guy for the Heat with Tyler Hero being out? You got Khalil Ware. That's who people thinking it's going to be. Is Khalil Ware going to be, consistent in that third spot? Can he man down that third spot? Orlando Magic bring in Desmond Bain with Paulo Blanchero and Franz Wagner. That's going to help them whether they're there or not, because they tend to get hurt sometimes. So you bring in Desmond Bain. That's another score, another 20-point score, another sturdy guard that you get. Then you got Wendell Carter, at center. The ever emerging Wendell Carter, right? He's been, holding down that center spot for the Magic. He's a little bit unconventional, right? But he does pretty good for him, right? You got Jovic on the bench for the Heat. Then you got Davin Mitchell, and then Orlando has Anthony Black, Tyus Jones, and then they got Silver, right? I think Orlando Magic win this game at the crib, right? Um, this is a closer game than what I think the odds say, right? The Heat at plus 8.5. Maybe you take the Heat, with the plus money, but I am going to go Orlando over the Heat, more so because I think they have more scores on their perimeter and no Tyler Hero. But who you got, Pop?
Is Andrew Wiggins playing?
Andrew Wiggins is playing.
All right, so I feel like they should still be good. I'm hoping for a brand new fresh start for him, and with him having not to be number one or number two again, he can play behind Powell, Hero, or Bam, all whichever one. I think he can still get. I don't know, man. Without Tyler Hero, I don't know. I'm gonna take the Heat because this is a battle for Florida. Or because I feel like it's gonna be a new swing in the East. So I feel like Orlando definitely gonna be like top 3-4 team anyway. So It's gonna be a lot more white and silver, black and silver jerseys. Niggas gonna be wearing out the blue. So don't get upset, T, when you start getting these bandwagon niggas.
About Orlando.
Yeah, it's gonna because they definitely gonna be one of them teams that you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Because at least when Memphis traded him, they traded him to a whole nother conference, so they ain't got to deal with him but twice a year. You know what I'm saying? But Bang he gonna be terrorizing the East. So yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So I feel like just like Orlando, like I feel like Detroit, Orlando gonna be doing shit. They're gonna be doing niggas filthy. But I kind of think Orlando gonna win this game. But I feel like I want to see what Norman Powell do. If he try to prove a point, like this is why y'all should have kept me. So I want to see.
Yeah. So I do like Miami to cover that plus 8.5, right? So if you want to take the Miami with the points, 8.5, I think Miami do cover the 8.5, but I think Orlando wins that jump. You can play both those together, right? Miami can win. I mean, Orlando can win, and Miami cannot lose by 9 points, right? I think Miami will keep it within 9 points, right? So I like both of those. I also like Desmond Bain for 15 if you want to, throw that in there as well, right? We got San Antonio versus the Mavs, man. This should be a good game. I wish this squad was at full health, right? Seeing this game, but we got the Mavs versus San Antonio. The Mavs will be at home, incoming San Antonio, right? This game was a little tougher for me to pick, right? I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game, right? So I'm gonna take the over 225, off the rip, right? And honestly, if Kyrie was playing, maybe it'd be a lot easier. But without Kyrie, this game is a lot harder. You know what I mean? For me to pick. The Mavs are at home, slight favorite at home. Right? I didn't took mostly dogs, man. I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna let y'all know the over is my first pick, right? But I am gonna pick a side for y'all. That San Antonio team, man. There's a lot of. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, AD. I'm going San Antonio, y'all. I'm gonna take San Antonio Spurs over the Dallas Mavericks at the crib, man. I like the over, and then I'm gonna go San Antonio. I can't help it. I tried not to. You can go San Antonio with the +3. You can go San Antonio. You know what I mean? On the money line, man. But I'm gonna take San Antonio in that. I think Wemby will be able to kind of neutralize Cooper Flag a little bit. Uh, right, and then those scores around Wemby, man, those the Vassales and the Stephen Castles and the Derek Hoppers and the Keldon Johnsons and and the guys like that. I think they'll be able to put up the necessary points. You got Flag, you got AD, and then you got PJ. Outside of that, the scoring is pretty scarce, right? And then you got some people who feel like, is PJ a third option, right? I didn't see him do it right, but his role with Dallas has changed. Now you got to ask him to be a third option, again, right? So it may take him a little time, right, to get his sea legs back. So I'm gonna go with San Antonio opening night to beat the Mavs at the crib. If Kyrie was playing, I'd probably be taking Dallas.
Taking the damn Spurs, man.
Who you got on?
Is De'Aaron Fox playing too?
Nah, De'Aaron Fox hurt. De'Aaron Fox is hurt. But they got so many guards, bro. They got so many guards over there. So many young guards.
I'm still taking the Spurs. I don't care about what I'm taking the Spurs. I get it there at home and everything. I'm taking the Spurs. Maybe Cooper Flag can have one, breakout games and make them feel comfortable that Luka's going, but I'm taking the Spurs.
He'll be doing. I'm thinking Flag and Wemby would be going head to head. Maybe is what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Well, as a point battle, but I'm taking Wemby, man.
I'm thinking Wemby go hold him. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Wemby go hold him. I'm thinking he go hold Wemby. Low key.
He ain't tall enough for that.
Is AD going to hold Wemby or is Cooper Flag gonna do it? Maybe AD do it.
Man, you better put Lowry in that motherfucker. Man, he throw bodies at Wemby, man. You don't never know who's guarding him, but it's always somebody that talks.
Wemby go hold Flag for sure because he hold. I think Wemby go take that. I think Wemby go do that for sure.
Don't do that. You ain't got nobody on your team that can guard AD. He gonna go for 40 on y'all.
They got who would be they 4? Because Wemby is the 5.
I don't
Yeah,
care who they
Wemby
for.
probably will be on. Yeah, Wemby probably will be on AD.
Yeah, you leave Harrison Barnes over there if you want to at AD. It's gonna be a lot of
Harrison
buckets, bro.
Barnes ain't gonna Harrison Barnes better not hold Cooper flag either. But yeah. I don't think Harrison
Hey,
Barnes to start though. Maybe it's Keldon Johnson. Maybe they throw Keldon Johnson in there. I try my chances with him over anybody else, especially for defense.
man,
I'm gonna take San Antonio though, man. Flag probably go do his thing though, but I think Wemby will offset AD. I think Wemby and AD go do what they do. Wemby controls the game defensively so well, right? So that's a lot of this, right?
he gonna
And
have
what
AD
AD,
shots, man.
yeah, what AD does well, Wemby does well as well. He's younger and he's taller, right? Bigger.
Word. So AD gonna be shooting jump shots. Ain't gonna be a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else gonna be he gonna have to cheat off AD enough
Or
for AD
take away
have to
from
be.
his rebounding. But
I,
yeah,
I'm it's gonna be different. So I'm taking the Spurs.
yeah, man. So next game we got Jazz versus Clippers, y'all. Then we go get into the 2 games Thursday, and then we go get into 3 games Friday. Then we go and skedaddle up out of here, man. We got Jazz and the Clippers, right? I won't talk about this game because we got the Clippers, kind of not necessarily new look Clippers, right? But they're without Norman Powell. They bring in, Collins, right? So bit of the new look Clippers. Some people are really high on this team. Some people are low on this team. Me, I'm kind of like, let's wait and see exactly what they are. I actually do like the direction that the Utah Jazz are going. I think they made a lot of good picks, right? I think their lineup looks good. Young people, young talent. Keontae George, I'm expecting him to take a step. I think Ace Bailey, is the goods. Laura Marketing has to stay healthy, right? But I think he's the goods. They got Flip, they got Flikowski out of Duke, the big center. They got Woody, they got Kessler, right? Brady Kessler. I don't think he's not Brady. Brady Kessler is the football player. They got, well, I forgot Kessler's first name, but they got Kessler, the center, the big man, playing above and beyond of what anybody thought that he would have been, right? So Utah has made a lot of good moves. Will they be able to beat the Clippers opening day? I think this game is interesting. Right? I think it'll be a little closer, right? At least early, right? At least early because the Clippers want to play one way, and then you got the Utah Jazz who want to play, a completely different way, right? So it's gonna be a good mesh of styles. You know what I mean when it comes to these 2 teams. Let's see who's at home. Let's see who's at home and who's on the road in this. So we got Clippers on the road, Utah Jazz at home. Utah Jazz are plus 295. Clippers are minus 370. The Clippers should win this game, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if the Utah Jazz kept it close. Utah Jazz are plus 9.5, right? So, if every team, Collins is playing his former team. I'm piecing that together right now, right? Collins is playing against his former team,
Yeah.
right? You got Bradley Beal, new addition. You got Zubac still there, James Harden still there, Kawhi Leonard still there, uh, right? So out goes Norman Powell, in comes Bradley Beal. How will Bradley Beal go fit in there? The Utah Jazz is an extremely young squad, right? Louis Marketing will be playing. Keontae George will be playing. They draft Ace Bailey. They got the boy Sensenbaugh, who took a big step forward last year. Expect him to take a step. I'm going to go with the Clippers in this. I'm going to go with the veteran-led team in this, right? The Clippers should be able to control this and play their style of pace. But if the Clippers defense get exposed in this, right, I won't be surprised. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised because this team is going to run for sure. Being young, Zubac, right, is going to have to hold Lauri Markin. Lauri Markin is going to want to pull him out the paint. So interesting style matchup. I say betting wise, let's go Jazz plus 9.5. Beautiful odds on that, minus 108, right? Almost plus money. But I would say Clippers to win. So I say Clippers to win the game, right? But Jazz to cover that 9.5 in that job. What you got, Pop?
Uh, I like the roster that the Jazz got, but I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna take the Jazz because they get
Oh,
loud.
shit.
Because they get loud out there, and if they get on the road with that young squad, man, yeah, because there's nothing else out there but them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take the Jazz because I don't know how the Clippers are how they gonna run.
Look here with Bradley Beal, but it's a big defensive gap. I think it's a defensive question for sure. With them, they're gonna have to outscore everybody. Look like, you know.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see how because come on, man, Kwame Brown. Kawhi Leonard been doing what he want to do with this shit, man. We're gonna see if he really gonna play. Because you fuck up the chemistry when you be gone for so long. Because guys get used to dropping. But you got Bradley Beal who can. I believe Bradley Beal can still give you 24 points a game if you fuck around with how he playing with James Harden and him. But then when Kawhi come back, he need his shots. He need this. He need that. So and then I don't know. Bradley is gonna have to be the one that's gonna be cool with going to the bench or playing with the bench mob more. You know what I'm saying? He may start. He may be the first one that they and then bring in somebody so Kawhi and them and James can get their shots off. Kawhi get his shots off and James can dribble that out the ball. Then you got Chris Paul that can come in and look for him off of when they run plays off of picks and screens and shit. I guess. But I'm gonna take the Jazz because Ace Bailey, if they're gonna let him loose, I want to see what's up with him and marketing. Real talk.
Yeah, I like where Utah going. I do. I like the picks they made over the course of the years, starting to add up for them. All right, then we got Thursday game. Right, we talked about OKC once, but OKC is playing Indiana. No Tyrese Halliburton, so I won't talk about that. I got the OKC losing opening night game, but I got them beating Indiana with no Halliburton. Think it'll be an adjustment period. Right with that, I think OKC, they're going to want to get, they're not going to want to start the season 0-2 after losing, to the Houston Rockets. You know what I mean? Opening night. And even if they beat the Houston Rockets, right, I think they're a better team than the Indiana Pacers. With Halliburton, it's a little different. Newsflash, that's who they beat in the championship, right? Without Halliburton, I think OKC wins that, right? So OKC for the win over Indiana in that Thursday game. All right. Who you got in that jump off? OKC, Indiana, Thursday, the
Man,
Thursday game. We're on Thursday now.
no Halliburton,
It's only two
no
Thursday games.
no Halliburton, no Miles
Yeah.
Turner, and the other white boy left too. Man, OKC by 30.
Pop got OKC with the points. Pop just gave y'all a sharp play right there. Pop got OKC with the points. There you go. Get your money. Get your money, man.
They gonna
He
do
said
them
about
dirty.
more than the spread, right? But that's the spread, right? That's the cover for sure. I'm pretty sure the spread not gonna be more than that, right? So yeah, I like that too, though. OKC with the spread, I like that. I like that, right? So the second Thursday game we got is Nuggets versus Warriors. This will be this will be the Warriors' second game, the Nuggets' first game. The Warriors will be 0-1, right? Coming off a loss to the Lakers. If you're asking me, right? They'll be 0-1 coming off a loss to the Lakers in this. They'll be facing off against the Nuggets. The Nuggets made some interesting, you know what I mean, moves, right? They made some interesting moves. They added, some veteran pieces. Tim Hardaway Jr. to the fold. They added Nurkic to the fold as well, who's been playing pretty good. Who's been playing pretty goddamn good, right? I want to put emphasis on that. You got Christian Braun there, who's improving. Aaron Gordon still there. Jamal Murray still there. You got the MVP Jokic there. I think that Warrior team bench is just too light. They'll avoid a big man to compete in this game. So I got the Warriors starting the season off 0-2 because I got them losing to the Denver Nuggets as well as the Lakers on opening night. So Denver versus Golden State on the Thursday, Pop. Who you got?
They definitely got Denver, man. Golden State
Yeah.
ain't got no firepower, man. It's just not for them, not right now. Like I feel like Joker gonna come out instantly. You know what I'm saying? Let niggas know, like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more help, a little more firepower. You saw you see what it is? Or I got Denver. Probably about 10.
Bet, right?
Easy.
So we go moving on to Friday, y'all. So we didn't gave y'all 7 game picks, right? 7 game picks for the week, right? So we got y'all Tuesday games, some Wednesday games, Thursday games, and we finna get y'all some Friday games, right? So a lot of info gonna be in this Blunts and Ball. Picture I'm gonna be referring a lot of people to this Monday Night Football in this as well. I'm gonna timestamp this thing as well at the end of it. I'm gonna run, together the picks so y'all can skip, the boring part. But let's go and get to the Friday, man. We got Bucks versus Raptors on the Friday, right? Let's see who is at the crib in the next Ball and Blunts. We gonna talk about the Saturday and the Sunday games, you know what I mean, in the NBA. But we gonna stop it on the Friday slate right here. But we got a couple games on slate you want to talk about. First one up is the Bucks and the Raptors. The Raptors are going to be at home. The Raptors bring in Brandon Ingram. This is gonna be an interesting game. I think how are the Raptors really going to gel? I do think they have the talent, right, to get some shit done. You know what I mean? But how well are they really, going to jail this year? The Bucks, they added Kevin Porter mid-season last year. They're starting him this year. He's made a big jump, you know what I mean, in his maturation. They bring in Miles Turner, right? You know what I mean, to help Giannis out in that paint, to give him some stretch, shoot. So I'm thinking this team is going to be ran through Giannis. Kevin Porter is going to be part of that secondary ball handler. Maybe he's going to be the main ball handler sometimes, right? We all know how good he is, how busy, he get. Gary Harris is still over there, right? They got the young boy AJ Green, the rookie, probably going to be taking another step forward, right? Pretty good shooter. They just revamped him up, right, for another 4 years, so they believe in him. So some pieces around there. Is it going to be enough, right? They're playing Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors have, if you just close your eyes, you look at that team on paper, that team should damn near be in the playoffs, right? You got Emmanuel Quickly, you got RJ Barrett, you got Brandon Ingram, you got Scotty Barnes, and then who they center holding it down, and he Vujicic, right? And then you got Vujicic over there, not Vujicic, the guy you were just talking about. Oh
Valanciunas.
no, oh no, yeah, he gone. No, yeah, my bad. Valanciunas
Yeah.
just left, right? So they got that young center from Africa, Mugbo. So they got Mugbo over there. You got Grady Dick, right? You just drafted Elijah Martin. They just signed Angel Reese, brother, right, to help shore up their post. Julian Reese from Maryland, double guy, right? Just signed him. So they got, the center position. I think it's gonna be rotating. I see Mungbo, which is going to be the star. That's who's been starting, right? You brought in the boy from South Carolina, 6'7", 250. So I'm pretty sure they probably stick him down there at some Draymond Green shit, at some point. You got Jacob Patolia. That's who the center, 7', 260. He got to stay healthy, right? But you got Jacob Patolia, who's going to be shoring up that lineup. So you look at that starting lineup, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and then you got Jacob Portolia with the young Mumbo off the bench who's been starting in this place, right? Super athletic guy. You got the young rookie out of South Carolina, 20-year-old, 6'7", 245. You know what I mean? He can play small forward, center, small forward. I mean, he can play small forward, center, power forward, played shooting guard in college. You know what I mean? So a little bit, went to the big men when all the big men got hurt. So versatile team. Raptor, man.
I'm picking the Bucks.
Now that's why I want to pick the Raptors. Scared me. The Raptors at home too. By the way, Raptors are one of those teams that I really don't like betting against. Or I really don't like betting against them Raptors on the road. I say this. Let's take. That's gonna be that tough. We got the Bucks are the favorite, right? -2. The Raptors are +2 at home.
Those teams are built the same way.
I'm gonna take the Bucks, man. I'm gonna take the Bucks reluctantly. Low confidence, right? Raptors versus Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks, right? I'm gonna take the Bucks. I want the Raptors got to figure out who is going to be the guy. Like Brandon Ingram is probably going to be the guy, right? But after Brandon Ingram, right, who is going to be that next guy? Is it Manuel quickly? Is it Scotty Barnes? Right? How's that going to work? Where Grady Dick go fit in? You know what I mean? With all this, I think the Bucks know who their guy is. They know it's Giannis, and everything pretty much falls after him. You still got Kyle Kuzma over there with Milwaukee, the Bucks as well, who we forgot to mention, right? So you got some pieces over there. I'm gonna take the Bucks opening day against the Raptors. Low confidence though, reluctantly. Now we got Detroit's first game of the season versus the Houston Rockets, which will be their first game of the season, right? The Rockets will be at home for this one, so on the road versus OKC, then at home for the Detroit Pistons. Rockets at home versus the Detroit Pistons. Jaden Ivey is out, so I'm gonna take the Rockets to beat the Detroit Pistons. Uh, I think where the Pistons are, the Rockets have answers for everything that the Pistons do well. You got Cade Cunningham. Hey man, Thompson is going to be, he's going to be able to give him some kind of problem, slow him down to some degree, right? And then Detroit like to rely on their strong big men, right? Houston also has strong big men, right? Seager, Jabari, Tyrone Eason, right? So they got strong big men as well. And then not to mention, you got guys like Kevin Durant on the court. So not to mention, I ain't mentioned him yet, right? Boom. So he's the X factor, right? But yeah, we got the Houston Rockets over Detroit, which I think will be a good game. Detroit on the road, Houston at home. Houston gets the first win at the crib, right? So I got Houston for that. No Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey played. Maybe I would have thought about it a little more, right? But Houston for the win over.
I mean, the second game at home, I'll pick Houston too, even though I'm a Detroit fan on this one. Because I just think that they're gonna be able to do something. I don't even know all of them. I just know that they like as long as Cade there is gonna run, but they could make some noise. But I got Houston.
I bet. So we both got
The Rockets.
Houston on that, right? So that Friday game we got Houston versus Detroit, and I'm rocking with Houston on that. And last but not least, man, for the Friday slate, we'll be back for the Saturday and Sunday slate, or maybe Thursday, right? Lakers versus T-Wolves that Friday. This will be the Lakers' second game, the T-Wolves' first game. The T-Wolves been giving the Lakers fits and hell for the longest. Like it's like I don't know what it is about Ant-Man when he played these Lakers, bro. He just got ripped. He just got it's like something different about it when he played these Lakers, man. When he played Luka and LeBron, and I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Lakers going to be at home. Night game, bro. Ant-Man, I'm taking Ant-Man for 25, right, for sure, to give you a prop. I'm guessing the Lakers are going to be the favorite, right? Especially after winning that first game. I don't like betting against fucking Ant-Man, yo. You know what I mean? I don't like doing it. Lakers versus Minnesota. I'm gonna go to Lakers, but I'm gonna go low confidence Lakers, man. But I'm gonna take the Lakers. But I like Ant-Man 25 too. Let me put that in there so y'all know. Lakers, we got plus Ant-Man 25, man. So I think he go drop 25. I don't believe in the rest of Ant-Man team, right? Which is why I'm picking the Lakers. I believe in the Lakers and the team as a whole, right? So I'm not gonna pick the player over the team. I'm gonna take the team and the player. Fuck whatever Ant-Man over and under is, you can take that too. Ant-Man, that's what Ant-Man mean, right? Fuck whatever's over and under is 25 or the over. Take the Lakers, but take Ant-Man and score some points. You know what I mean? What you got, Pop?
I'm gonna take Minnesota because just like you said, they give them fits and they don't even have LeBron. So I think Julius Randle gonna play a little bully ball with them without LeBron being there. So I don't know. That's how I feel. I'll take Minnesota on that one. I take Minnesota because I feel like with Ant-Man, I mean him and Luka gonna cancel each other out, but I think Randall gonna be able to get busy, and then for some reason they're gonna let McDaniels get busy too. Nas Reed. Yeah, and then I'll take Minnesota.
Yep. So we both in agreement on that Minnesota pick, right? So man, we gave y'all, we went through the highlight games pretty much, right? The games that we like, uh, you know what I mean, for the NBA slate. We gave y'all 10 NBA games, for the week so far, not including, you know what I mean, the weekend game. So, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? That's a lot of games we just went through. You know what I mean? That's some pretty good work right there. A lot of value, a lot of plays to get y'all. Gave y'all some props too as well. You know what I mean? In the chat, I'm time stamping this thing like as we speak. You know what I mean? Right now the NFL picks, and then the NBA opening night picks. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna put at the end of it. Not gonna give y'all the props. Y'all gonna have to go through the video for the props, but I am gonna let y'all know, winners and losers and whatnot for opening night, right? But just to recap, right? I got for my bettors, right? I got Lions and Bucks going over 53 and a half. And if you're making me take a side, I'm gonna take the Bucks with the points or the Bucks on the money line. You know what I mean? I think my guy Pop had we having that jump up, Houston.
I got the Bucks.
My guy Pop took the Bucks outright. My boy Pop said, "Get your money, get your motherfucking money." Right? You know what I mean? In the second game, of the night, I took Seattle on that money line because I think Seattle is, just the better team overall. Right? You know what I mean? I feel like they got more weapons. Uh, right. So I went Seattle over the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, stumbling right now. Seattle seemed to be a little more in rhythm, a lot more in rhythm. I'm being nice. Right. But Seattle for the win in that jump over the Texans. Who you taking that jump, Pop?
I took the Texans because CJ Stroud needs to prove that he's, you know what I'm saying, top 5 quarterback. Word. I
Yeah,
just
so
want to
we
see him
both took the
win,
Texans.
which yeah.
So we both took the Texans on that thing. And then the NBA opening night picks, right? OKC versus Houston. I got Houston over OKC. I like OKC, with the plus points as well. And then Lakers Golden State. I got the Lakers over Golden State as the underdog. And I think you had the same way then the Pop. Lakers Golden State NBA opening night.
Yeah, I got the Lakers. I got them smoking Golden State. I got Houston being OKC, and yeah. Yeah, that's how I got it.
I bet. So I'm gonna timestamp this thing at 3:19. I'm gonna do the rundown shit at 3:19. Then we gonna go, slide it back. I'm just gonna run down our 4 picks right there. Tell us if they want to see the rest of this shit we talked about. You got to go through the live chat, and each pick will be in there. So you just got to go, slide through that jump. But I'm gonna get them the main picks, in the timestamp process, right? Week starts right now. So what I'm finna do right now in the rundown, I'm gonna give y'all my NFL picks for the Monday night football game tonight, and I'm gonna give y'all my NBA opening night picks for Tuesday. We did picks for other NBA opening week games as well for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Y'all gonna have to go back, through the video to check that thing out. But we is gonna keep the main thing the main thing. Monday night football tonight, 2 games. NBA opening night Tuesday. We may come back for another Blunts by Wednesday, right? And finish up, the weekend NBA picks, and then Thursday night football, and then the weekend NFL picks, right? So that might be what we do on that Wednesday, right? But NFL picks for the night, right? I got the Bucks and the Lions going over 53 and a half, right? If you're making me pick a side, I take Tampa Bay, with the points or on the money line. I got Seattle on the money line over the Houston Texans. I think Seattle just in the better rhythm right now, 5-1 versus 3-2. Right? If Seattle loses that, then goddamn, you know what I mean, with the way Seattle looking right now. More weapons, better team right now, better rhythm. Seattle for the win. NBA opening night picks, man. Houston and OKC. I'm picking against the defending champs, OKC. You could take Houston with that +9. I do think they win the game outright, but if you don't want to go all the way there, right, you can take them on that +9. I'm gonna take them with the +9 as well, and I'm also gonna take them on the money line, right. But I think Houston win the game outright. For my bettors, if you want, you can take them with the 9. Lakers versus Golden State. I'm gonna go Lakers underdog money, right, over Golden State Warriors at home. I think the Lakers are a deeper team. I think they got a big man matchup problem, right? And I don't think that Golden State just has the depth or the talent to compete with the Lakers right now, even without LeBron, right? So that's all we got for y'all, man, with this episode of Balls and Blunts. I'm gonna end that timestamp at 3:21, maybe 30 or something like that. Or I may just start it and you figure out that it's gonna go all the way to the end. So that's probably exactly what I'm gonna do, right? But anything you want to say? Anything you want to say before we get up out of here, man?
Man, can't wait till next episode, and man, stay smoking, man.
Y'all stay smoking. I'm gonna put this thing on the screen for y'all. That's everything that I just said, so you can see it in the flesh. In my mind, it was already up there when I was going through it. But when I put 319 in there anyway, you're gonna have to watch it to the end. So you will see it pop up here anyway if you go to the end of the video. But appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. It's getting the harder way, Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, it's the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look. So I'm gonna end that timestamp at 3:22. Appreciate y'all folks, man.